Hello, Internet. I missed you.
Ujo, it seems that my ninja assassins have failed in their duties. Welcome back.
Seriously, they've tried real hard, but it's not going to happen. We just start by saying I apologize if I sound a little weird. I am currently recovering from one of the worst cases of strep throat I have ever had in my life, but it's okay because antibiotics are miracle drugs. But also, welcome to Decisions and Dragon. Rhodes, I hope that you did that for your game when you ran.
He did not.
No, that you've got a trademark on that. So like I don't want to infringe upon your
So
trademark.
I get the neck pain. You guys just benefit.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
great. The things I do for you people.
That's what you get for running the A plot.
That's
Yeah.
It's in the fine
You
print,
neck pain.
actually.
all that bullshit.
All of us are on the Q plot. Was that what we decided?
Yeah, we're on like Q plot
Yeah.
at this point.
But who wants to help me recap? Because I remember the majority of the last session that I was able to run before Mother Nature, the Pfizer vaccine, and strep throat all tried to kill me. You guys had freed Mako. You discovered that Arhana, the leader of the Shade Watch, had been propositioned by a mysterious traveler to hold the Lorelei family hostage in that it would lure you all to this location. Arhana had made a deal with you guys, basically saying that she doesn't work with strangers. She likes to work in a way that's advantageous to her and her Shade Watch. And gave you information on where she was supposed to encounter you all. And in return for fetching a very interesting new mineral called lyrium, which is supposed to enhance innate magical abilities in creatures and humanoids alike, she would release the Lorelei family to you so they could be safely returned to Western. You all managed to negotiate with her that in order to ensure the safety and return of this mineral, that she would need to release Mako into their custody. Begrudgingly, with an insane persuasion check, which I had a very high DC for, and you still somehow did it, you all started traveling with the newly freed Mako, who, if I recall, the first gesture of freedom was to flip off Arhana and kind of wave it in front of her face. Sorry, guys.
And get a drink.
Yes. You guys immediately went to the bar, tried to convince Mako to like actually leave the bar to go do the thing. While traveling, you guys had some moments of understanding kind of how Mako worked. Some of you had some eye-opening experiences with how Mako actually is when he is not on a leash. And as you guys were camping, the dome had been set up, and you all were camped on a hill that was sort of overlooking the Umbra Hills as a whole. And you could see creatures making their way through the wilderness towards the large bright dome in the middle of nowhere. You all had retreated into the dome just as you heard monstrous creatures seemingly attack Mako, who quickly dashed inside of the dome as well. So, let me just do a little thing here. So we have.
Oh, we also made a deal with her scientists in exchange for anti-scrying runes that Cadriel would test the crystals for her.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
when we
right.
get back.
And what else have I written down? There's a shadowy monstrosity attacking while they're camping in the Umbral Hills. Yes, and I think we were also expecting an ambush.
Yeah,
when
we
get to
were
our
at some point
destination.
when we get to the mine.
Oh yeah, when we get to the mine, we're absolutely expecting an ambush because that's where the ambush was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we're just
we're
gonna
going over
willingly
there
walk
anyway.
to it.
Is
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone recall how long of a rest happened prior to us being attacked by?
You guys got through one watch.
Got through my watch.
Okay.
Because
So
my
we're not-
being a dark elf does not need to rest for a full night. He just needs to meditate.
Yeah, I think it
Let me know.
was.
Me and Dermot,
Yeah,
and then
and
me
we
and
are-
Mako.
Okay, then we have no new spells.
Nope.
nope.
Nope. Really glad I prepped for something involving like not biting stuff yesterday morning, guys.
Yay! Just stay in the
So-
dome. It's fine.
Yep. I took one look at them and was like, oh, that's right. I thought we were doing something different today.
Of course
No.
So you just need like a few good cantrips that you just always keep that attack, and you're like, cantrips scale with you. It's fine. Done. When in
Yeah.
doubt, fireball.
I switched out the one thing that would have been really useful.
Well,
And
yeah.
I kicked myself now for 3 weeks.
Good job.
Quick.
Well,
All right. Well, I'm
Okay.
meditating. I'm still meditating until it gets loud enough to jostle me out of it.
I thought that there was a big loud noise.
yeah, like
yeah.
a howl or something of some kind.
The
Yeah.
big loud noise was a half whisper, half growl, half shout coming from something outside the dome, and then immediately after that, Mako had like jumped through the dome.
Yeah.
And said, oh yes, we have company, children.
Cadriel jolted awake and like pulled on her armor real fast.
Also, quick shout out to Incarnate, the map making software that's on their website. I have crafted many maps, and this was one of my favorites that I've made so far. So, thank you guys for your awesome software. Again, one of our other map tools that is going to come into use: 2-Minute Tabletop and their token maker, and then of course Sirenscape for any ambient audio you guys might need for any games that you run at home or online like this. I highly recommend any of these tools because they're fantastic and super easy to pick up.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. We are not sponsored at all.
Could be.
Could
Could
be.
be. Just saying.
Send an email and be like, hey.
We are willing to be hoard out. That's fine.
Yeah. Call me.
At NH Tabletop on Twitter. DMs are open.
Spread the word. All right. So, you guys hear this odd collection of sounds sort of circling the dome. You're hearing bestial sounds that have this weird sort of echo and multi-voice to them. You're hearing whispers of what sound like 10, 15 different voices of different pitch and sort of pacing, all whispering, come on, come on, come on. And periodically you do hear the rumbling against the dome as something sort of jostles it in some way, whether it's a claw or something similar. You're just hearing many different things circling around the dome, basically clawing to get in.
And can we see out?
With the dome, I think you can peek out.
I think we can
yeah.
see from the inside out, but not outside in.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
Okay.
it's transparent from the inside out.
got it.
So if you peer into the darkness beyond.
You will see several different creatures. You will see
More of these fuckers.
large, shadowy wolves. Shadows similar to the ones that you fought on the outskirts of Whitestone, and 2 other creatures that look to be half humanoid, more demonic, like the classic demonic look, but their legs are missing. It looks like it just sort of devolves into a wispy shadow, and they are floating around the dome. They have grotesque-looking eyes and long claws, along with bat-like wings, as all of these creatures are just circling and assaulting the dome with each passing moment.
is it outside? Like, I know we have light cast in the dome, I believe, so we should probably be able to see, like, just outside, but, like, outside, is it no moon, you're screwed, or is there, like, some moonlight?
There is some slight moonlight. It's a cloudy night, so it's not like you're having the best visibility, but you can actually, and Arthea, this is actually something for you. You can actually decide if the dome emits light or not.
I think we actually discussed this last time. Did we decide it was going to have some light?
I thought it was gonna have like dim light. I
Dim
mean,
light, right?
most of us need to sleep inside here.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I think we decided dim light.
Okay.
And I do not actually know if I can change it. I'll have to look it up whether or not I can change it once it's cast. Not, I
Okay.
don't think so though. So yeah, dim light.
Can we through the dome?
Can you
What?
what?
Can we stab through the dome?
You can. We cannot cast through the dome. So those of us who cast any kind of magic will not be able to cast through it. You can pass through it. Physical weapons can pass through. I mean, it's basically a hemisphere of force.
Yeah, it's like a wall of force.
Yeah, it doesn't prevent physical things from going out. It does prevent physical things from going in, but that's a different story.
Hmm. So
But
yeah, like if any of
yeah.
us had bows or crossbows, we'd be able to shoot out of the dome.
Yeah, let's give Thurston a crossbow. That's gonna work well.
I have
I
some
mean, that
daggers.
seems like a good idea to me.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
Mako actually speaks up and says, "Actually, pretty sure we're going to be dealing with this all night. The Umbra Hills are haunted by the souls of the dead, so kill one, 3 more appear."
Oh, is my like
Yes, it is.
like
You
super
are,
like
what did I say? What was it? You're feeling some shenanigans?
yeah, some shenanigans? Okay. Cool. Sweet. Tight. The minute he says that, Fairy is going to enact her blood maledict, and the whip's gonna light up.
Sounds good. You guys now have this burning whip that is on the inside of the dome.
It's fine, I won't hurt anybody. Except myself.
Mako grimaces at it a little bit.
I got my
Oh, of course. Max damage on that one. Cool. Good start, guys.
I turn to Mako and just say, well, are they likely to disperse with the dawn?
Yes. At least according to the stories of those who've survived, which there
Arthea,
are not many.
how much longer do we have on the dome?
Probably.
Well, if we're only into the second watch, we probably have like 6 hours.
6 hours, about maybe 5 or 6.
Do we know what time it is?
You set up fairly early, I think.
Yeah.
It was
I'd
like late
say at
evening.
this point it's like maybe 9 or 10.
Yeah.
We've got some time before dawn.
Yeah.
Like 7 hours. How long is it? And it takes 10 minutes to cast?
Actually,
My eye is like legitimately twitching.
10 minutes to cast. It takes 10 minutes to cast unless I can get a long rest.
Well, you're not gonna get a long rest in this, I don't think.
Yeah. Until I rest, I can't.
Well, you've been resting, right?
I have been. I would have gotten 2 plus whatever into the second watch.
You only
I
need 4, right?
only need 4, and I could re-prep it to go in a minute.
Can
Which might-
you recast while it's already up? Like, refresh
I
it?
cannot cast in here. I would have to be outside.
So we'd have to
Okay.
drop the dome and then put it back up.
Yeah, I would need a minute, and I would need a minute uninterrupted, which is
Very
looking
difficult.
around at the shapes
Well,
outside.
I say at the very least, we cross all of that bridge
Later.
in about 6 hours.
We can
I
cause
agree.
They can't get inside.
Right.
between
So-
the rest of us. I think we can cause enough of a distraction to get a second one up. I think we should be able to keep the rest of them busy.
So just hold off and ignore them for the next couple of hours and
Mhm.
allow Arthea to rest. Then after that, try
Yes.
popping it back up. Or we could wait till it's about to drop and maybe by that time they'll have dispersed and we'll just have a spare moment anyway.
Yeah.
I think we should.
mean,
I think we should sit in here as long as possible.
Yeah, I mean, if I need to, I can, once it's down, I can get myself a bit of a distance away, and
Yeah.
I do have some capability of hiding myself, at least.
Yeah.
If they're
That-
still here when it drops, I can always
Put your...
try to scare them.
Me
But
too.
Yeah.
it will affect you guys close to me as well.
Well, we'll make sure to not be too close. But they won't know the difference.
10 feet is all I need.
We'll
Well-
disperse. So yeah.
Then we give it 6 hours.
Okay.
Yep.
So for the next 6 hours, you guys sit in the dome and you're hearing these whispers of varying languages, and at first it's like an assault on your senses before eventually it just sort of becomes like white noise.
Is it a magical effect?
What?
The whispering?
Make an Arcana check.
Well, if it's a magical effect, we can't hear it.
Oh well, no, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's just these creatures have some sort of language.
Can we
Okay.
understand any
Yeah,
of
do
it?
we recognize any of them?
Based on languages we would know.
What languages do all of you speak?
Elvish.
Elvish, deep speech. You're
Sylvan.
undercommon. Sylvan.
Celestial, Common, Marquesian, Thieves' Cant, and Undercommon.
Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
A large majority of what they're saying is in Elvish, with a few phrases being uttered in Undercommon. The majority talk about just sort of ramblings of a madman. Just come join us, come join us. But then you start hearing whispers of something called the underplane. And it's so sporadic when it happens, and it doesn't seem to be connected to like what they're just finished saying. But that's sort of the term that sticks out from time to time. And it's usually uttered in a phrase like beware the underplane, almost like a warning.
Is that a term we would recognize?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Kujo, would we assume that any hit points lost are regained during this too?
Yes, that's fine.
Wonderful. I'm really glad I did that then.
Arcana. What?
16 for me.
14.
Okay.
27. No, 26, because I can't add.
Okay.
Damn, Gina.
Rolled a 19.
As you guys all sort of powwow to try to figure out what this could mean, does not ring any sort of bells on anything you guys have studied.
Put that on the list for later problems.
Write it down. Send it to Gilmore. Maybe he knows something.
Actually, you should
Actually, that's not a half bad idea to do now.
tell him about the Lorelei family too.
Yeah.
Where
And
they are.
Where they are. And the whole,
Not to be morbid.
just in case. Yeah. I mean, It'll
Maybe
be fun.
tell him where we are.
I can tell him where we are. Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows something about the region.
And then after you start writing like where we
Yeah.
are and what we're doing, and you're about to like close the book, Thurston just comes over and says, "Make sure he doesn't tell my mom."
Oh God, yeah, please no.
Yeah. Open it back up in like underlined with some bold.
Do not tell her.
Do not tell.
Now we know that's a problem. It's like just in case, because Thurston would not put it past his mom to like try to find out what he's doing and what's going on. So like now he's got to swear people to secrecy about the details of the situation.
Well,
God,
you
she
know,
would show up too.
She would
I'm
show up.
waiting for the day when I get a message in the book and it's in different writing and it's from her. I'm gonna open
She found
it
some
one-
way to like hack into the book.
one morning. I'm
Or
gonna
just
open
straight up
it.
bought it.
Yeah, straight up bought it. Or just walked
She
into
prob-
one of the
yeah.
shops and threatened him. We all know
I didn't know
Gilmore
she-
clearly can't handle any sort of pressure.
Yeah. I'm just waiting. I'm sure it'll happen at some point if we're out here too long. But in the meantime, it's like a couple extra exclamation points and then like a smiley face.
Thank God howlers aren't a thing.
Oh God.
Right?
You have a book and it'll just start to scream. Somehow she managed to have him charm it, so now it just carries her voice, so she can talk straight to us.
Oh,
Burn the book.
Burn it with fire.
Like, but this is very advanced magic. There's only 2 copies of this. Burn it. Burn it
Just
now.
Burn it now.
Trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. We can get another one. We'll make another one. It's fine.
a few minutes go by, and you do get a reply, rather quick. The sentences are very short. Get back. Umber Hills, dreadful place. Be safe. Will research. Talk later. And then a little G.
Oddly brief of him.
Maybe he's busy.
Probably.
Wonder what he's busy doing at, like, really close to midnight. You know.
Him and Jules are like, ugh, do they write it again?
Just looking at the be safe and just kind of like, we're trying.
Easier said than done with this group.
Look outside at the creepy shadow beasts.
Yeah, Faraday's just kind of pacing, like doing as many like circles as much as possible without like actually like it's kind of cramped in here, so like stepping over people and like just kind of
Trying
like
to kind of all like,
yeah.
oh no, sorry.
Question about the dome. If I were to cast light on something and throw it out of the dome, can I do that, or can you just not cast in it?
So that is a very good question. I think if you cast light on an object, because it is not concentration, you could then toss the object through.
I think you can cast in it. Let me hold on.
You can cast inside of it.
Spells cannot pass through the barrier. I'm pretty sure is how it's worded.
Okay, let's just
So that would be a DM call if the light spell winks out or not.
creatures and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move through it freely. Ooh, so we need to be inside the dome when Arthea
You guys
casts
have
it.
to all be within the radius. so
Yeah,
20 feet.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
But you can cast inside of it.
It would
Yeah.
it would be a DM call as if it gets extinguished as it goes through.
I would say, given the nature, there's a specific distinction of you can't cast through it, just like things on the outside can't also cast through it. I would say that it would wink out if you try to throw something that had a magical enchantment or something on it.
Okay.
Yeah. You could put something, I guess you can cast something on yourself and chuck it once it's down. So you can cast it in here and then wait for it to drop to go out.
Well, fair day.
No, I know what you're trying to do, Court. You're trying to make a flashlight and then have a light source outside the dome.
Yeah. I mean, since I can make the light colored as I like, so like what I want to do is make it look like daylight and see if the creatures will back off. So they came once it got dark.
Mm-hmm.
Make a fake sun,
Yes.
basically.
Full of
Fair
hocus
day.
pocus.
Yeah.
Do
Cad?
you think
If-
you're sneaky enough to get out unnoticed and cast it?
I think so, but
Or
I think that there should be.
are you fast enough
Yeah.
to run out, cast it like on this rock or this rock, and
Have
then
my-
run back in? You're only running 10 feet each direction.
I can dash as a bonus action and use my full movement and have my action, so I can move 90 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you only need to move 20 to get there and
Right.
back and around.
Right, but I'm
That's
saying
what I'm saying.
I'd
Like,
be
if
fast.
you're.
Start out and back.
Yeah. I think that it.
Or do we want to try and just throw a torch through it?
It's snowy outside, isn't it?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
My thought was
Yeah, a
more.
torch would probably just go out in a second or two.
My thought was more the daylight in general.
All right, well.
Excuse me.
Well,
Where's light? I mean, try it.
You could
Right.
certainly
Else,
try
it.
it.
It might draw their attention, if nothing else.
Either draw their attention or push them to the other side of the dome.
And either case is good.
Yeah.
We just have to protect Dorothea long enough to get the dome back up, and then that gives us another 8 hours to get into actual daylight. Once this goes down. It delays us, unfortunately, but...
Yeah. We'll have to keep it in mind for future nights, too.
Mm-hmm.
In case it's a common occurrence here.
As you guys are kind of having this discussion, Court, I actually just messaged this to you as well.
I saw it.
Okay. Just for those at home watching, as you guys are having this discussion, Cad, you actually catch in some of the whispers words in Celestial. Every about 15 minutes or so, you hear the words imbalance, underplane, shadows, his children. And then it just sort of repeats those same words in different orders and whatnot.
I think we should try this. I understand. Some of them are speaking Celestial. I want to keep them away from us, but I want to see if they'll understand.
Can you speak to them?
Maybe. If they don't attack me, I can try.
I mean, you can speak from in here.
Can I first? I will try to speak from in here, outside the dome, and in Celestial, I will say, what's the underplane? Whose children?
Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Ten.
10.
I turn to Arathia and just say, "What's she saying?"
I don't know Latin.
Like, vaguely familiar. You get bits, but I don't think it means that.
You wait for a moment and you just hear the same cacophony of whispers, growls, and whatnot coming from the outside of the dome. It doesn't look like anything has changed.
Okay. And I try one more time and I just say, I understand you. Speak with me.
You can go ahead and roll one more time. The DC is going to be a little bit higher.
Okay.
Just because this is a repeating the same check.
Of course. 7. The lower one I rolled was a 4. So
Same. If anything, they seem a little bit more agitated, and the attacks against the dome seem a little bit more frequent.
I turn back to the group and just say they aren't responding, but I think that we should recast the dome.
You want to try?
Got your back.
I'll stay close enough so that whip of yours can
Wait,
reach
so
out
this
if it
is
needs to.
this is at the end of the lifespan of the current.
As we get toward the end, there's probably a couple things before it drops that I will want to throw up on myself, but we can get to those
Yeah, I
once
think
we see what
this
happens.
this is not quite near the tail end of it yet.
Yeah, we're getting into that final.
Mostly, I just want it so basically that Arthea can recast the dome so that we have enough time to get to dawn.
Yeah.
I still wearing. I make sure all my armor is secured, and I change Ophelia's coat to a very like jet black color, and I have my hand on my sword, but I don't draw it because I don't want it to flash or anything like that. And then I will step out between these two, trying to sneak by it first
Okay.
until I'm maybe like 10 feet out from the dome.
Make me a stealth check.
Okay.
I'm gonna step to the edge of the dome. Just to kind of be waiting and...
Miss Jackson.
Miss
And
Jackson?
and I go to about here. I'm guessing it's about 10 feet from the dome.
I am going to put a hand on Faraday's shoulder and say, "Don't worry, I'm right behind you," and I will inspire Faraday.
Okay. Cad, you successfully sneak right past, and they don't even notice that anything has left the dome.
Okay, so I'm still wearing my Raven Queen pendant. I'll grab it and I will cast light on it so that it just all of a sudden lights up the same color of sunlight, basically.
Okay. What is the radius on light again?
20
I think
feet.
it's 20 bright and additional 20 dim, I think.
20-foot radius and dim light for yeah.
Bam.
shit.
All right. Check a thing. Cad, go ahead and make me an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. $18.
Okay. Immediately, the creatures shriek and shy away from the light, and they immediately start dashing away from the dome. And almost by association, the others seeing like the glimpse of the light too, they also fuck off. So they pretty much all just bamf out.
And I'll stay outside for a little bit, and I kind of, if it's okay, I would like to circle the dome once or twice just to make sure that it's clear as they start leaving. Like kind of trying to chase them away without getting too far.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Faraday will match her.
It's not great. 6.
Sorry, give me just 1 second. With a 6, you don't see or hear any other creatures in the nearby vicinity. And Faraday, you said you were doing the same?
No, well, no, not necessarily. I was just kind of, if you want me to, I can. I was basically walking.
Following
Yeah,
nearby,
I was following her, keeping like
Got it.
in step with her
Got it.
around
Okay.
the inside of the dome.
Gotcha. Yeah, as you sort of circle the dome, it takes a couple of seconds, but the whispers that are in the distance slowly die away.
Okay.
It is just the sound of the wind passing through the region right now.
Since we dug a hole down in the snow for the dome, do I see any like rocks or anything like that?
You can see that there are some rocks protruding from the snow itself, yeah.
Once Arathea's got the dome recast, I want to touch one of the rocks that's kind of sticking up. And I think that it probably would cause the one on my pendant to drop, but I want to light the rock up in the same way that I've got my pendant lit up right now, so that it lasts for an hour.
Okay.
So just to kind of like give us a little more cover before I go back into the dome. But I'll until then I'll stay out, keeping things away until Arathea's done casting.
Okay, I like it. Right. I'll say at this point, Arathea, you know that it's getting to be that time, with everybody kind of waiting on edge. You recast.
Yep.
New dome goes up.
Yep. 10 minutes. Lots of mumbles. Yeah, lots of this with mumbles. Some drawing. Very, 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 very like, it's a lot of trigonometry on the ground in the snow.
Weird.
You get
Like
the
that.
new dome up without any issue.
And then I'll go back in the dome once the new one's up and just leave the lit up rock outside and just say it'll last for an hour, but I suggest that we all get a good night's rest if we can.
You would need to be inside the dome or inside the area when the new dome goes up first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Within
It's
on either
in
side.
the casting time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stay in the area then when it goes up, and then I'll just step out after and light up the rock and then step back in.
Cool.
Yeah. Or I mean, if it's a rock
after-
that's really close to the dome, in theory, you'd be fine.
Yeah. However,
Either way.
I'll go out and come back in.
After about an hour and a half, the light that you have on that stone eventually does go out. But then in the next half an hour or so, you can see dawn starting to peek up over the hills in the distance. You guys all successfully achieve your long rest. It's a very impressive ideas there. I liked it. And you were met with a nice, somewhat cloudy morning.
Oh, could use some of that breakfast from the inn right about now.
That's a pretty low bar, but okay.
You don't have any
You
more
tell.
of
I've
the...
always wondered what breakfast in other cities is like.
Well, I mean, Thurston, I could use some of Jules's cooking too, but he's not exactly here, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take one of those...
Should we have
chocolate
brought him?
sausages.
No.
Don't know if I haven't.
I
And
don't
I'll
think
check my
that would
bag.
have been a good idea to bring him.
I mean, doesn't he just sort of show up when he's needed?
Like a house elf.
I mean,
Dobby!
he would just pop
Let's hope not.
pop up. I'd turn around and he would just be there. I'm gonna
It's
figure it out.
normal.
No,
The
it's not.
sign of a good butler.
It's creepy.
I mean, it's interesting.
Look,
Like,
my sister and I always swore my mother had eyes in the back of her head as well, but it wasn't like that, certainly.
I thought it was normal. Oh well. But yeah, if we had brought Jules, then what would my mom do? She wouldn't have him around, so that's fair.
That'd be kind of funny to see your sister cook, though.
I just like dies laughing.
That bad.
Um, if you think I'm bad, imagine what Gracie is like.
That's why I'm saying it would be kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should suggest that one day.
Yeah. Mother's Day is coming up, Maybe she could cook your mom breakfast in bed. Then you send her a really nice gift, and she'll be overly impressed with your gift, Thurston, and she has to forgive you, right?
Sure. I'm sure.
That's exactly how that works.
I'm banking on the fact that I can't be disinherited. So,
She'll probably yell at us. And
Oh yeah, she'll definitely yell at us.
We're getting disinherited.
Yeah.
sorry.
I was really looking forward to that hay bale. Anyway, should we be on our way?
We should be.
We should be.
Akko,
Should I
lead the
go
way.
first?
As you wish. And he sits up from his spot and stretches a little bit and then starts heading in the direction you guys had previously been heading. Throughout the next couple of hours of travel, you can see, and this is just kind of for the sake of time too, that the trees are looking kind of like similar to what I was saying before, where the trees are starting to look a little odd and geometrically just messed with. Now they're starting to look less and less frequent in that foliage and natural formations are just not made to survive in this particular region. There's no beautiful trees or anything. Everything is dead, lonely, dank. The only sounds that you hear are the wind kind of whipping through the hills, along with an occasional like bird in the sky. It's odd as well because as you continue to venture, you're kind of going around. Trying to think of so you're venturing northward, and Gat Shadow is on your left side. And as you continue to venture, it's an odd sensation because the mountain is so tall, you never quite feel like you're moving away from it. It's consistently looming over you. And eventually, I'll say that just again for the sake of time, because it was going to be about a 2 days travel, and with your system that you guys came up with for alleviating some shadow interference, I'll say that the second night's rest goes without issue. On the third day, about midday, you guys do come across another hill, and where you can see the mountain range itself sort of laid out before you. And Mako points down to the base of one of the mountains and says, "Well, that was the mine." And you can see where he's pointing, there is an opening that looks like it's got several carts, horses, several different things that look like this is supposed to be a consistent point of travel. The carts are all destroyed. whatever animals were there are dead. You see the blood from here, like about 2 miles out at the top of this hill. You can see this scene before you. That it's just devastation at the entrance of this mine. And he says, well, I do kind of hope that the mine owner is still alive. He was always a wily fellow. Well, if you have had any sense of danger incoming, you just have your confirmation now.
What could even do this?
My guess is your friend.
Someone who's very determined to send a message.
I draw my weapons just in case.
Definitely doing my blood maledict again.
Okay. How long does your blood maledict last?
It lasts until I take a long or short rest, I think.
Oh, sweet.
So it would have gone away by now, but then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I start playing the Mario theme for World 1 Level 2.
Yes.
Do 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 do.
I hate you.
Yes.
So
Do
awesome.
do 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 do.
Yep. Give me a second. So you guys make your way down to the entrance of the mine. And now you can take in everything. You see firsthand. It looks like something just tore through everything that was positioned outside this mine to get inside.
By tour, is there like a, I don't know if it's been like anything that would indicate a pattern to all of the destruction? Like, does it look like something exploded versus something came through and like clawed through everything and like ripped it apart?
Make an investigation check.
Cujo, is my spidey sense going off at all? I can roll an investigation check if you want to.
What are the Fey Fiender undead?
Yeah.
And how far out? Is it like 60 or something?
I don't think there's a.
Not like divine sense.
It's not like divine sense. It depends. So like I get advantage on Arcana, History, Investigation, Nature, Religion, and Survival checks when it comes to recalling information or like tracking those three things.
I'll say that you are feeling some shenanigans
Okay.
of an undead and a fiendish variety.
Ooh, sweet. So can I roll investigation with that knowledge? Then? Okay. I need to go off of Arthea, like trying to just see if I can tell.
Something about it. I 22.
Okay.
17.
Okay. With the two of you looking, you can definitely see claw marks. You can see causes of death that are not too dissimilar to Lady Ophelia when you had discovered her outside of Whitestone. But then you're also seeing bodies of miners that look like their own pickaxes were buried in their head.
That's cool.
So you're seeing several different
No, it's not.
causes of death.
Think we should expect that these are going to rise up.
Rise up.
I mean, I guess we could dispose of them before we go in. Can we actually?
What was the? I'm so sorry. I was.
No.
What was that?
Too busy singing Hamilton.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, we could dispose of them before we. I mean, if there's a concern that they're gonna, come back.
I think we just need to be careful. Stay alert.
Yeah. If we want to pile the bodies, I could burn them. I suppose it's just cremation.
Bless her. No, look at the puppy.
Aw,
Oh,
Um,
yes.
BT dubs. Don't look at the Twitch chat because Adulting and Robot are having absolute hilarious time. Robot in all caps. We have been trying to reach you regarding your wagon's extended warranty.
I
Oh,
knew I
man.
forgot about something.
Yeah.
Extended warranty on the
I don't even
Did
own
they
that
wanna know
wagon
if we-
anymore.
We're interested in
I
a
know we
cruise
sold
new
that
one.
shit.
So what you guys doing? You guys gonna dispose of the bodies first or no?
I don't
Um,
think that, I feel like we should. I don't think it's a with everything going on, I don't think it's a good idea for us to leave ourselves open in that fashion when we could do something about it.
Besides, it's
Also,
more respectful.
Yeah. I mean, I feel kind of.
Let's not waste time then.
Yeah. Okay.
Mako actually speaks up and says, "Are we really about to do this now?"
Do you want them to come back and flank us?
you intend to let them follow us in?
Do you know how Necrom? They need to be near their subjects in order to bring them back from the dead.
You sure about that?
I specialize in knowing everything there is to know about necromancers.
And we were told to prepare for an ambush, so this person could be just about anywhere and waiting for the right moment.
They
By
also
all means,
can.
if you'd like to hold personal funerals for each unfortunate soul we come across, then just let me know. And then he actually just leans against the entrance to the mine.
Hold a personal.
How many
personal
I
funeral.
love playing Mako.
bodies? How many bodies are there?
There's
I'm sorry, I
about
think you said.
10 to 15.
Oof.
Shit.
Okay, I mean it's a cantrip for me to cast Firebolt, so I can just ping, 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 ping.
I mean,
Pew
we're
pew
not.
pew.
Like if you want to pile them and do one funeral pyre, we can, or if not, it's not going to waste any spell slots for me to just.
No.
Like to see the target practice.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, just do that.
120-foot range, yeah, sure. You're just gonna stand there and just basically like
light it up.
fire.
Light it
I
up
mean,
there.
it's all going the same place in the end.
Good thing none of us are clerics.
Plus, I think it's the right thing to do. I mean, personally, if something happens to me and I can be brought back, I don't want somebody to use my body against all of you.
Especially, I don't know, considering what we've seen thus far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Thurston just starts
Okay.
burning all of them.
It does take you a couple minutes, really. Are you gathering them up, or are you just sort of pot-shotting?
Nope, just pot shotting them.
um, Robot agrees and says there's no reason to not be casting Firebolt at all times.
Legit.
But yeah, it takes you a couple minutes, but you feel satisfied as now you have the scent of burning flesh hanging in the air.
Yippee.
Excellent.
Mako actually says,
Do you feel
"Oh, how
anything?
warm and touching of you."
I'm just warm. Do you?
I
feel
would
anything,
not
Faraday?
suggest touching them.
What was that, Arthea? What did you say?
Oh, I was asking Faraday if she can still like. Can you sense anything?
Any spidey sense at all?
It's still around, but it's not.
It's probably inside the mine more than
Yeah,
anything
you can gather
else.
just based on the information
Yeah.
that was clawing to get in. You're pretty much banking that there's gonna be more of this shit inside.
Yeah. Let's everyone keep your wits about you. This is gonna be not fun.
Right.
Sure, it'll be
Roll.
fine.
Make your way inside the mine.
Yippee! Yay! Someone's gonna have to cast light.
I can cast it.
It's a cantrip for me, so if it's a spell
Same.
slot for you, don't waste one. Okay.
No.
I think
Making
it's a
sure.
cantrip.
So I was working on these maps and planning this thing majority of my day today because I finally felt better after not having strep, right? It's like, cool, I can plan all these things and do this map, whatever. Hey, how many people have dark vision? And everybody except for Thurston and Dermot have dark vision. So I was like, okay, do I go to the trouble of trying to set up their individual views, or do I just assume that they figured out a means of everybody seeing everything?
Thurston also has
Or do you
goggles of
assume
night.
that someone knows
Thurston
the
also
light
does have
cantrip
goggles.
or owns a torch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that you guys figure out how to see.
It's a very magic heavy party, so yeah, we
seriously.
figured it out.
We worked this one out.
Now, if you want us to hit something or lift something, no.
That's why we just threw a
No.
bunch of pot shots at bodies because dragging them was not going to happen.
We all would have failed that strength
or
check.
I help by casting Mage
fighter.
Hand.
I feel like we would have to.
There's a weight limit to Mage Hand, though, isn't there?
Yeah, it's like 5 pounds.
Right.
So
With
like,
3
small-
hand.
Yeah.
Okay. A, it's me we're talking about, and 3 hands are better than 2.
It's
Yep.
true. It's true.
And actually, real quick, adulting. This is actually 5th edition. So instead of just making spot checks consistently and then just rolling your d20 an unnecessary amount, there's something called passive perception. This is just your natural ability to perceive your surroundings and anything that could be nearby. So I am doing my best to keep that in mind. It's still something I struggle with, but it's there.
I always forget that's a thing.
Yeah, I think
Good job.
RFP is like insane, right? Is
It
RFP
should
is the
be.
one?
Yeah.
Like 20 plus.
Mine's 20 right now.
Okay.
And my passive perception is 20, investigation is 27.
Absurd.
Adulting, I wish we could play 3.5
No,
at some
no.
point.
Bite your
No.
fucking tongue. Get out of
But
my
every
house.
time I say those words, that reaction happens.
Not in my house, god damn it.
I don't know. I
Dustin-
started on 2.
Sounds like divorce.
I'm still waiting for us to try to, Dustin. You bought those books, and I will suffer through it with you.
Dermot, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. There you are.
Rockstar.
Disadvantage.
Already? I was actually going to say I take a 5-foot step and roll a perception check. I take a 5-foot step and roll a perception check.
No.
Okay, this sun is, I'm sorry, being very
Wow.
annoying. There's like, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
We're having
Great.
nasty thunderstorms
Oh,
right
yeah,
now. So
I
our internet.
closed
Is that
my...
what that is? I thought it was just atmospheric
Yeah,
coming in through the
No,
headphones.
I've been
Yeah.
getting
Oh,
like
shit.
hella thunderstorm warnings on my phone.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, I was just like, oh man, ambiance. This is great.
If we lose the
That's
two of
not what
you.
it is.
It's the actual outdoors.
What?
As
It's
you enter the mine.
It's
So, question for the group. Who casts light and what did you cast it on?
I cast it on you.
On me? Okay.
Hermit's horns.
You cast it on my left horn. Got it.
Sure.
As you guys step into the mine, you can actually see that immediately at the opening is what looks like minecart tracks that lead further in.
Oh.
Stepping inside. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we switch up this
The creepy music.
not the creepy music, the
marching order?
marching order?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me hide in the
I
back.
should have control over your stuff. So
Come here, baby. You are up
Marco will be
front.
just towards the front because he's tired of waiting.
Dermot Thurston
I'll
tunneled
play
in the
with
same 5-foot square.
Leave it to the
I'm
spellcaster.
sorry. Excuse me.
We're all trying to get to the back. It's a race to the back.
Yeah, it's a
Hey,
race to the
Pardon
back.
me.
Ooh,
Fine
I
with
gotta
being
turn that
up.
down.
I'm fine with being up.
You want me to turn it down? I'll tone
No,
down.
I got my. I'll do mine.
Okay.
I have
alright.
crap on touch. I think I do have touch spell. Yeah, I do.
Just because you have the spell doesn't mean you should ever put yourself in the situation that you need the spell.
Well, it's not really for me.
It's from Thurston.
And actually, Faraday, as you guys have figured out your marching order, you can glimpse into this opening.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Left. You can see, sort of glancing in, piles and piles of bones. Looks to be that there was some mining equipment also in here too, so some loose pickaxes, some shovels, some buckets. But really the main thing that this room was used for was to you can see that there are some small like places where you can hang coats and stuff like that. Basically, it was a place where people could show up and get into their gear before actually venturing into the mine proper.
The bones. I'm getting
Yes.
an echo.
And probably me, because my speaker is right next to the microphone.
The bones. New bones, old bones. Pick
Are they
clean
juicy?
bones.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Apparently, I bumped the mute button. Make me a investigation check. Are you still getting an echo?
No, I'm good now.
No.
Cool.
Do I get advantage on that?
I would say, given that you're feeling some shenanigans, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh, thank the Lord, because it can't be worse than a 1. Hey, 16 plus 5, so 21.
Echoing
better.
again, but it's weird because it wasn't before.
It's like random.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Sitting and examining these bones are old.
Okay. All right. I will. Yeah,
Sam, it's only when you talk.
that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not hearing it.
Is it Twitch that's echoing?
No, I don't have Twitch up.
No, but Cujo has Twitch up.
I have it
Could
on
be a
mute.
delay.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, there'd be like a mega delay. Is that better?
It's weird because it
Yeah,
wasn't
now
before
it's
and you
gone.
didn't move anything.
I don't hear any echoes or anything.
That's weird.
Now it seems okay.
I moved my microphone further away.
Fucking technology. I will sneak back and
Fair warning, I hope we don't disappear, but it's about to start nasty storming here. It's thundering a lot right now.
Actually,
So.
after we, I guess, get situated, I'm gonna pop outside. I'm gonna need to bring in a couple things.
Yeah, we probably
Okay.
bring the things.
If you guys, could we take like a quick 5-minute break?
Yeah,
if you
we'll
guys
take a
can
I
do
just need
that.
quick
2
5 minutes.
seconds. I need
Yeah.
like 2 seconds to grab a potted plant from before it flies off the balcony.
Go for it. Go get it. No big
yeah,
deal.
guys, take
We're
a,
good.
We're good.
take a quick 2
This is like
seconds.
a perfect time.
So.
All right, guys. So the underplane.
Okay, let's book it down this corridor.
Let's just leave them. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, between the two of them,
Yeah.
Actually.
okay. So, yeah, we'll just leave that for now.
That's Bear Sky. What is that spell?
Cujo, I feel bad because I never actually tell you. Do you want me to tell you, like, that I cast mage armor when I wake up in the morning? Like, I just kind of assume, like,
Well,
Any
I've played
magic-
in enough campaigns with you that I just assume that you do that thing. It's like with Sam whenever she plays a spellcaster. I just assume that you do it.
yeah,
Just
like if
also
you're
assume that I do it.
yeah, like if you're a spellcaster and
Yeah.
you don't cast mage armor first thing in the morning,
Yeah,
like
I just-
basically assume you use 3 spell slots a day. Done.
Pretty
Because fuck
much.
it, I'm doing it when I sleep most of the time anyway, depending on where we are.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's 8 hours.
On.
It's 8 hours, no concentration. So if you have a first level slot left at the end of the day, you might as well just cast mage armor before you go to sleep too.
Yep. It's
Those
wonderful.
70-mile-an-hour winds that are coming.
That's cool.
So
Yeah,
if
you
we
know.
lose the two of you, that's
We're
why.
underground, like so our wires are all underground here.
Oh, okay.
So unless we have something hit the substation, we usually will stay on for most storms.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah, it's nice.
Now, if we live in our old neighborhood, where it's like one of the older parts of the
we'd be
city
gone
and the
already.
wires aren't underground, we'd already be gone.
Yes. I just mark off a spell slot for mage armor at the start of like every day.
Same.
Like just permanently there.
You
Huh.
permanently only have like 3 first level spots instead of 4.
I do. That's how
Yeah.
that's how I calculate it.
That's how I
That
play
sounds
too.
like it would be a kick-ass magic item in 5th ed. So the last time I played, we had little rock catalysts. You assigned them to a spell, and they auto-cast after a rest. You'd set a bag of them to a spell, and they were one-time use each. You just have a
Nice.
bag of magic rocks that do the thing for you. That's kind of handy.
That's awesome.
Interesting.
Nice.
That sounds a lot like a ring of spell storing,
Yeah, it's kind
but
of.
it's like a free spell slot.
Yeah.
Which is a baller item.
Yeah,
That's
That's
what I
cool,
should
though.
get from Gilmore.
Ring a spell storing.
I
Give you
really
some more
can't
spell
wait
slots.
till I can like shrink spells and carry them. I'm like really excited for that to
Yeah.
happen.
Oh,
I
yeah, you
really
can
hope-
do that.
Yeah, not for a while, but hopefully I don't die before that.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I can't wait till I hit level 9 so I can
Yep.
start collecting soul shards from things we kill.
I can give them to you. I can literally give you a spell that you can use that uses all of my stats, and it just treats like you're just considered the caster for the purposes of that. So you can like carry greater invisibility with you.
Yeah.
All the sneak attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anyway,
Right.
we're good
Well, we venture further into the mine,
We do.
Right. As
right
you
behind
guys,
whoever is in front of me.
now. That would be me.
Mako will go ahead and start moving forward. And he'll get to about here. He'll say, "Oh, isn't that just great?" And you'll look and see that this, where one of the tracks splits off to, has caved in.
We're not going in that direction.
The only way we can go seems to be forward. He points.
Old cave-in or new cave-in?
Make me an investigation check.
I really don't like this place.
I know.
Guys, Big Daddy V.
No king shame.
It makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit, thinking of somebody calling Vecna daddy.
That's disgusting.
I keep telling you, I
Right?
started doing it ironically, and now I can't stop.
Because it's hilarious.
That's so gross.
It's so stupid. Reds, do you mind moving Thurston for me so I can keep
Snakies.
scrolling
24.
over? I know he's scared, but
With a 24, you can see that this is a relatively new cave-in.
He's scared, but
Of course it is.
they
What's
have
it-
to be. They have
Yeah.
to be forcing us in this direction.
Do you know what's in this direction, Mako?
It just led to more part of the silver mines itself. It's below. That's where the lyrium was discovered. In fact, this track that was unfortunately cut off was relatively newly built. It led to the deposit where we could just focus on lyrium. Unfortunately, right, not too long after we discovered it, that's when your friend came by.
Not our friend.
I turn to Mako and say, have you been here before?
Once, twice.
With your touring with your boss, I assume.
Well, fun
Former
part
boss.
of slavering is that I am not allowed to be past a certain distance from whoever would wear the ring. So I had to show up once or twice whenever she would personally make an appearance.
I see.
keep moving.
Yep.
Eyes up.
Yeah.
As you guys continue to move forward, you can see. Here, give me a second. That there's another track passing straight through. You can see large, thick webs that seem to be covering the walls and sort of the opening between. There is a doorway over here and over here. But eventually the track does just end, and you can see that mining cart that's just sort of left haphazardly.
What can you tell us about these spider webs?
What would
Are
you like?
those just like an atmospheric thing on the map? How thick are they? That kind of thing.
Make me a perception check.
Not great. 12.
The spider webs themselves do look rather large, but they don't seem to be too cumbersome. Um, they do those are like I those aren't a part of the original map. Let me just put it that way.
Okay.
I look up.
You can see from where you're at an occasional web, but nothing quite
I
as
don't see
thick in
anything
there.
with a lot. I don't see anything with a lot of legs, though, do I?
No, no.
Listening, do we hear anything skittering, chittering, clicking?
With your passive perception of fucking 20,
It's paranoid. It's really what that is.
For now, until she levels up.
Yeah.
you do hear some slight chittering in this direction.
Oh,
Mako,
God.
do you
She's
know
just
if
gonna
they normally had pest problems?
Um, I did last time I was here. I didn't think that they did, but then again, this mine was a lot more populated when I was here last time.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand, and I am just going to start moving the Mage Hand through the webs and try and like gather them in the Mage Hand and tear them down.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
1, 2. Welcome back.
That look was good. That look was really good.
And that's the only thing I got. Completely ignored otherwise.
While
Fucking
Cujo's
spiders.
gone, quick announcements. June is Pride Month, so we're gonna be doing, which is, I can't believe it's fucking next week.
I know.
Oh!
I know.
So
I swear to God, we just came back from Christmas break.
I know.
I know.
We are going to be doing some extra streams with some very fun characters. Raising money for various Cujo's gone open all the chests. Yeah. Shame we're not gaming in person, then we'd be shenanigans and trying to look at his notes. Ha, joke's on us. He doesn't take notes. We're going to be doing some various streams benefiting, raising money not only for Extra Life, which is our primary charity that we will also be doing a major stream in the fall for. Because it is Pride Month, we will be doing some shenanigans benefiting various LGBTQ plus charities. I'm still doing some research on which ones. I think what we're going to do, we talked about last time, is doing it where monetary donations can still go to Extra Life, but any subscribers or tips or bits you can do on Twitch, and we will match and donate that for those proceeds for the month to respective charities. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Unless I manage to this weekend somehow research a better way to do it and go that way. But otherwise, that seems to be the easiest way to do it. But yeah, so we'll have a schedule. Again, this weekend I will try and figure out when we're going to do those things and schedule accordingly, and we'll post that schedule for everything for the month. Also, don't forget, for those that are new to us, 100 followers on Twitch by the end of June, And the boys will be dyeing their hair / beards, whatever color we decide. Which hot pink or purple or whatever. Yes, we'll be doing donation perks, all that crazy shit, alcohol based, etc.
Just straight up rainbow.
Pour
Rainbow
orange
Rainbow
bullshit
beards.
down the drain immediately.
But yes, we'll be
Just felt like taking that
doing
big pill.
so 100 followers by the end of June, and the boys will be dyeing their respective hair particular colors. And yeah, so but we are currently at 69. So
Nice.
Boner joke.
so we're just trying to get to that, and yeah, so keep an eye out on socials, Facebook, Twitter, etc. for the June Pride schedule once I get my ass in gear and actually make that.
Yay!
Yay!
Alright.
Once any of us get our asses in gear and decide
Yeah.
what we're doing, really.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. It's fine. We only have like 4 days.
Yeah.
It's a long
It's
weekend.
a holiday.
Yeah. It's a long weekend. We'll be
We have
fine.
a long weekend.
Yeah. All right.
And because you moved in front, you can see that the spider webs are much more thick in there.
That's a bad room.
Dermot, as you're casting your mage hand and pushing through the webs and sort of clearing it, you're quickly seeing that as your mage hand does clear, that the invisibility of your mage hand very quickly goes away as it's just covered in spider webs.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. I just wanted my mage hand to be caught in it, as opposed to one of us.
Right.
So once it's all cleared from the path in front of us, I'll start clearing it from this doorway.
As I look in and see all the spider webs super thick in there, I just back up and be like, nope, we don't want to go in there.
Do we have to go in there?
Probably.
Actually, I will do this real quick. Because Dermot is clearing some of the spider webs. I'll say that it takes you a couple minutes, but you eventually do clear the tunnel ahead of you of spider webs.
The duration is 1 minute, but it's a cantrip, so I'll just keep recasting it as I need to.
Gotcha.
Would it be faster if I burned them?
It's a bad idea.
As you're asking
Bad
this
life
question,
choices.
Arathea, as you're glancing through, again with your stupid passive perception, you can get a glimpse inside this room, and you can see the thick spider webs that hang in the air, and you definitely see some of the webs move a little bit, and you can hear this slight
Yeah, that's why I wanted to use fire. Just
More spiders for you?
Not going to make any comments about fire.
Or we
spiders.
can just close the door. I'm also in favor of closing the door. But if we
as
feel
you
we need
say
to
this, as you're saying we could just close the door, Arathea, you're looking back to Thurston as he's kind of making this point, just as you see appearing behind him a large,
Oh.
clear with bluish undertones spider immediately behind Faraday, Mako, and Thurston. I would need you guys to roll initiative.
Aren't you guys glad I gave you spiders on Sunday?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to have a conversation about that.
Fuck.
Give me a second while I remember how to do this.
I have blocked that out from my memory.
Oh, perfect. So you guys can just add
Give
your...
me that look.
It's rude. I didn't mean to crit on it and knock you out in one shot.
I got mauled. 89 points of damage. 87?
Yeah.
Shit.
87 points of damage.
Yeah, it was
Out.
absurd.
It's like, well, down. Totally.
Crazy.
In a
Oh
fight,
yeah,
I scar-
Tina, that hit happened, and I immediately started building a new character.
it was hilarious to me because it was also a fight I instigated, like the one fight that I instigated. And that's how that goes. I'm like, yes, this is exactly how this should end. What the hell is my initiative on this? Not as balls as it is on a cleric.
Mako.
I mean, in general, not like specifically right now.
I always roll balls for initiative. I just like being the caboose. It's fine.
I usually can get double digits now, but that's just because I have a bonus that's good. Fuck, what the
I'm
hell?
gonna take the luck feat just so I can reroll initiative.
Just take
Take alert.
Alert and get a +5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Has everybody entered their initiative?
No, I don't see it.
No, we're
No.
not on there.
Can't see myself on there.
Mako is the only one.
Yeah.
Weird.
Mako's fighting the spider alone. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, all back
Fun
the
with
fuck
that,
up.
buddy.
Yeah,
How'd
we
you do
can we continue on and say, Mako, you got this.
Hold
Got
on.
this, right?
And I
Your
inspire
Skyrim.
Mako.
sacrifice.
You can
Yeah,
inspire him,
smart.
right?
Yeah.
You guys see yourselves now on the tracker?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
Bye, Mako. Bye, Mako.
My voice is not that deep, you swear.
You whore.
Wow, look at
Um,
you and all of those double digits. Fuck me.
There's Kujo. There is no point in asking if Mako or Thurston has the higher dex. He goes first.
Actually, there is a point. What is your dex?
13. It's a +1.
God damn it.
Wait,
Go
how am
off.
I going before? How?
Because of his build, his dex
He's a
is not very
fighter.
high.
He's a
Wow.
fighter, not a monk.
Oh yeah.
Did I just
Shit.
hear
It's
I
straight
told my microphone
D20,
that.
19.
Okay, you're going first.
Shit. It's mostly the Thurston is going to give off a slightly girly scream in fear and then just cast something.
It's the
Do you know how
panic
well that
casting.
went for her
Yes.
character on Sunday?
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, starting us out, we got Dermot.
I love it.
Dermot, I'm going to.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
You have no idea, darling.
Mm.
Sorry, that was Big Daddy V again.
That was not the
From
voice of the
everywhere.
spider. What?
He's actually just
Um,
narrating this as it goes along in the
I
background.
want it on a shirt. I'm not gonna lie.
Big Daddy V?
Mhm.
We should absolutely do it on a shirt. Somebody said we should make merch.
Was the night before Christmas.
What dice do I
All right,
need?
Cujo, I have a question.
I have an answer.
First
Heroism.
question: are you doing combat music?
Oh, I was just having.
You didn't have to. I just was wondering. Otherwise, I could do something. Heroism.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Sure.
Go for it. In fact, I will do this. So that way it'll cut out the creepy music. So heroism.
I'm raging in the
Heroism.
background.
It's a touch spell, but when I cast it at a higher level, I can affect additional creatures. Do I
It
have
would
to
still
like
boom.
line everybody up and then slap all three of us across the face at the same time?
Like Duck Duck Goose.
Yeah.
I would say.
Or like
Rhodes is
Mom
broken.
from Futurama
Yeah.
slapping her kids.
Yes, I would say, given that it is still a touch spell, you would have to touch your allies,
Okay.
which sounds weird. Henry Crabgrass would disapprove. But
You have to ask
Only
for
with
consent.
Then I am going to, against my better judgment, I am going to move towards the scary spider creature.
yes, you should.
You really should
Um,
not.
And I am going to cast heroism at 2nd level, and I'm going to target Faraday and Mako.
Does that get me again? Shit.
You are immune to being frightened, and you gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting modifier at the start of each of your turns.
But they don't
Um,
stack.
No, they do not stack with anything. But you'll get 4 temporary hit points,
Cool. I'll take it.
each of you. And then as a bonus action, I am going to start playing Faraday's theme music from the brawl the other night.
Yes.
And I am going to say, ladies and gentlemen, Fire of the Feywild, Faraday. Go get him.
You hear an audible from Mako.
You're just jealous you don't have a hype man.
And Faraday, you are inspired.
Hey!
Oh.
I'll take it.
Wait, wasn't Faraday already inspired?
It only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, it only lasts 10 minutes, and I did it 2 days ago.
Everybody needs their own pocket bard. I'm just saying.
I love
Pocket
my
bard.
pocket bard. He's the best. He takes such good care of me.
John Cena!
And then I'm going to back up.
That's a good call.
Back that ass up, Dermot.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
Up next, we got... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, and that concludes my turn.
Okay. Up next, we got Arathea.
From my vantage, what can I see? Is the spider not in line of sight? Is it blocked by those in front of me?
I would say you could feasibly hit it. It is going to benefit from half cover.
Okay.
So its AC is going to go up, but you could feasibly hit it with something.
Okay.
Like a flip-flop or a whatever.
Well,
Cast flip-flop.
yes.
I cast Rain of Chanclaws.
Yes, I was just gonna say. God, I really don't want to move.
Why not?
Because the only place I can move puts me all the way the fuck in a place with nobody else, and I have seen how that goes down with wizards, and it's not good.
Just stay back there.
I'm behind you.
Just
Fine.
stay back there.
It's bad. Yeah. No, I will. Yeah, I will cast. I will kind of gather up. I will gather up fire in my hand, and I will cast Chromatic Orb, 1st level, and chuck it at it.
Okay, go for it.
Please don't roll a nat 1 and light my friends on fire.
Rolling at one, rolling at one, rolling at one.
It's not going to be great anyway. 17.
Damn it. That does hit. So go ahead and roll damage. What kind of damage are you hitting with?
Fire.
Fire? The fire.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool.
It is a spider. That is just like brain.
That is what
automatic.
you burn spiders with.
That is what you do
Yep.
with spiders, and it's 3d8 fire, which is actually not a half bad roll. 6, 12, 7 is 19 fire.
You said 19?
19.
Jesus. All right, yeah. The
Spiders.
chromatic orb sails through the air and collides with the spider, and you hear this screech coming from it. It did not like that at all. You could see that there's singe marks all over the carapace of the creature.
Feeling pretty good.
Well done.
Yeah.
Any bonus action or any additional movement?
Oh god. Bonus action, additional. No bonus action, and I am going to. No, I'm not going to move. I'm
Okay.
going to stay right the fuck here and kind of keep an eye toward that doorway too, where I heard noises from before, just in case.
Okay. Next we got Thurston.
Thurston had like 2 seconds before been talking about how no, I can just cast it into the room. It's fine. And all of a sudden, just like a chromatic orb goes by his head,
Yep.
and because he was thinking of firebolt, he just turns and casts.
Yeah.
love it.
I mean,
I love it so much.
not a bad plan.
That's
He's
legit.
like got it ready. He's all
Right,
ready to go.
it was on his head, in his mind, like he was already thinking. He's just like, okay.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Why can I not do math? 17.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Really, dice? You suck. 4 points of damage. Jail the both of you.
It still takes it, like it takes it right in the face. Doesn't singe as much as the chromatic orb did, but it's, still not looking very healthy. All right, well done.
And he would also like to, take a couple steps back, chill with Arthea, like they usually do in battle.
Up next is Mako. Mako's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to flank with Faraday. He's going to hit it a couple times.
Do it.
With his fists, with his gauntlets, actually. So that was a 22 to hit for the first one. And we're doing d8s because he is unarmed. Okay. So basically, you guys watch as Mako runs along the wall, all like dope monk shit, like flips down across from Faraday and punches. And you couldn't tell if it was the psionic energy attached to it or his own, but he punches into the creature. It freaks out and starts shaking, and he's like, ugh, before it goes limp, and he has to like throw it off. Before you just see it like slap into the ground, unmoving.
Oh.
So he would have been fine, like we said.
He's still looking in the distance towards where that room was and says, I don't believe we're done yet. And he is going to move, what was it, 25? So he's going to move forward 5. We're going to do this. We're actually going to move him to map layer. Up next, you guys hear a similar as immediately behind Arthea is another one.
Yep.
It is going to move 5 feet forward. Oh no, it's good right there, actually.
No, it's not. Good is not the term you were looking for.
No, it's great. It's great.
It is going to reach out for a bite on Arthea.
That's fair.
That is 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. I will also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That I can do. Ooh, that is not going to be that good. What am I? Con 15.
Okay. You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage as you feel the fangs pierce into your shoulder. And for a split second, you feel this burning sensation going through the fangs and into your muscles, but you shake off the feeling, and there's no additional effect.
Literally shake it off.
Yeah.
Get off, get off, get off.
Like, kind of like when you get when a spider drops on you and you're just like,
Yep.
My worst nightmare, my worst nightmare.
yeah.
Or when there's like one in your car and it.
You can feel the web.
And you damn near crash your car.
Yep.
Yeah.
You actually consider crashing your car and you're just like, maybe it'll be okay.
We've had a friend who crashed her car trying to get a bug out of it.
Yep.
Oh,
But she wasn't doing it like,
No, she
let
wasn't
me
trying to
help
smash
you,
it.
bug. I hope you get out safely.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what were you guys saying about spiders dropping down on top of you?
God damn it.
No.
You hear another and Thurston, you look directly up.
Oh, no.
So free action, Thurston would like to scream like a
Yeah.
bitch.
yeah. Yep.
Same.
I'll reach out for a bite on you, Thurston.
Is it like on top of him or like right above him?
It's like right above him.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Damn it. Okay. You shriek and then duck just as you feel the fangs pass right over your neck. The spider is hanging from a web immediately above your head.
Spiders. 2 spiders.
Up next, we got Cad.
Fuck it up.
Yeah. So, actually, I have a question. Am I right on this one's ass because of how large its hitbox is?
Where are you?
I'm right here.
Let me just see. Yes, you are right next to its.
So,
Um,
and Arthea is engaged with it, so I will get sneak attack.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you do. And she is flanking, so you get advantage as well.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna use my Blade of Chaos and take a swing at it. That is a Miss Jackson to hit.
That'll hit. Miss Jackson, for anybody who doesn't know, is a 20 that is non-natural. Want an emote of Miss Jackson?
Maybe that should be the next tattoo.
A portrait of Miss Jackson.
No, a D20 that says Miss Jackson instead of the 20.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
So, 11 piercing damage, plus I'm going to roll the sneak attack and use my Wails from the Grave to target this one, the spider on top of Thurston as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll sneak attack. Ooh. So, 14 sneak attack on the one that's right in front of me, plus the other one takes 6 necrotic damage, I believe. Yes.
Nice.
So,
Nicely done. You chop 2 of the legs off of the spider in front of you. It's still alive, but it's shrieking in pain as there's this clear, sort of thick liquid sort of oozing from the wounds. And there is this brief shadow that sort of leaps from one spider to the next. And Thurston, as you are trying to avoid getting bitten by the thing, you can see it sort of shrivel a little bit as it reacts to whatever shadow energy Cad just emitted. Well done.
since
Yeah,
I did it
yeah.
kind of broken up, just that was 25 damage to the one in front of me and then 6 to the other one.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I confused myself, so I just want to make sure.
You're good. What you got, Faraday?
Wait, how high above Thurston is the spider?
5 feet.
Okay, so I do need to
It's
step
essentially
forward.
in melee.
I just want to know if I need to step forward all the way or if I can be at a distance, but I assume I have to be here, which is fine. And
Actually, you could have been back one more.
can I be back one more? Okay, then I'm gonna be back one more, just to give Mako some space if he wants to jump in. Do I want to do that now? Fuck. No, I'm gonna wait. Okay. I'm going to strike out. Actually, no. I'm going to hex it.
Okay.
Because why not just fucking burn that? Skill. Dex, I guess? Sure. It's like the most useless shit ever. I don't know. So that gives me the extra d6, and I already had my Blood Maledict on, so I will attack. First attack is gonna be 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Do you need to know different
No.
types of damage? Okay. That is garbage. 5, 10, 12 points of damage
Okay.
on the first attack.
Sam,
And
real quick, whenever you say garbage, I'm just gonna tighten my asshole a little bit because it always ends up being some ridiculous amount of damage.
well, I get a +5 automatically to damage, but then when I roll ones on 2 of 3 dice,
Oh, you were cutting out a little bit.
when I roll ones on 2 of 3 dice,
Yeah, that'll do it.
it's Garbo. It also, because I had the Blood Maledict, it glows with faint light until the end of my next turn. For the duration, the creature can't benefit from half cover, 3/4 cover, or being invisible.
Okay.
I know what they do, but Faraday doesn't know what they do, but I only know some of what they do, and I don't know if that will help, but it's just a natural thing that happens anyway.
Got it.
And then second attack, ooh, 9's not gonna hit.
9 will not hit.
Shoot.
You are inspired.
I am inspired. Does that apply to
Yep. Attack roll.
attacks? That's a D8?
D8, I believe you are correct. Yes, a D8.
14?
14 will hit.
Hooray!
Hooray! Okay, so 12 points of damage.
God damn it, lady. It's looking like shit right now.
Good. Get off of my friend.
All right.
That's my turn.
We're back up to the top with Dermot.
Okay. How big are these things really? Are they large size? Are they a 2x2 or are they a 3x3?
They should be a 2x2. Let me fix that. Sorry.
You don't have to fix it. I just want to
Oh.
know if I'm like in its space or if I'm just adjacent.
You are essentially right under it.
Okay. Then I am going to take a step here so that I'm not like inside of its face, only directly adjacent to its face.
Yeah, Thurston's kind of immediately in its face.
Yeah.
I imagine I'm staring at its balls, essentially. Like,
Spiders
is it
have
over
those?
me? I don't know.
Waking in his sandals.
I am going to
I love you guys.
draw my rapier and just start flailing it around at the spider, and I'm going to try and attack it. 17.
Yes, that'll hit. You forget that bards like actually have proficiency and shit like that, you know?
Like a shit ton of damage, too.
Yeah.
Whack, whack, whack.
That is 4 points of piercing damage.
Hey Dermot,
Huh.
how do you want to do this?
Hey!
Yeah. I am going to like in a moment of panic, I draw the rapier and just start like instinctively just like go to like flail and just try to block. And after blocking a spider arm like perfectly, I see an opening and just jam the thing into its face. Like right between 4 of its 8 eyes.
Yeah, speaking of which, Thurston, as Dermot stabs through the face, it was like right here, and then you see a rapier blade go through it, and then you get this gross, clear, syrupy splash on your face a little bit.
This is somehow worse.
And then you see this creature start to fall.
Oh.
I'll say, just for fun, it does not fall on you, but it falls around you, and it will be difficult terrain to move through that space.
Cool.
Well done, Dermot. Wait,
And then
has Dermot ever killed a thing?
no,
Oh,
No.
shit.
this is the first time Dermot has ever taken a life.
Oh.
I'm
Like,
here tonight.
And he just turns to his right and just the biggest wide eyes just is like, just gives Faraday this look like, what have I done? Like, is this real life? Did that just happen?
it's just fantasy.
Next time we'll throw you in the ring.
No thanks.
So we got Arathea.
Oh god. Oh, okay. So this spider is I'm in melee with this spider still.
Yes.
Correct.
We're currently being flanked by Cad, and I'll just do that just because I resized him, so
Okay.
Oh,
still carry him through.
Okay. Remind me again what the rules are for spellcasting in melee. Do I roll advantage for?
I think it's only for ranged attacks, like if you are casting something like Scorching Ray, or if you're firing a bow,
Mhm.
something that's meant for longer distance. Is that how it goes, Dustin? Is that where you have disadvantage?
I'm not entirely sure that's even a thing in 5th edition. It is something that I do because it makes sense that firing a ranged weapon from melee, especially if you're targeting, if your target is engaged in melee with you, I would definitely give you disadvantage.
And actually, it is rules as written that if you are making a ranged attack with a weapon, a spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage in the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you who isn't incapacitated.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So it is a thing in 5th edition.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would apply to your spells with attack rolls then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess my only thing is if it's a spell like touch. Range.
Touch spell probably would not
Well,
count.
a touch spell would be a melee
That
spell
would be
attack, not
melee.
a ranged spell attack.
Right.
That's the difference.
Okay.
does it nullify it because she's flanking, so she would get advantage from flanking, but
It
disadvantage
would just be a
from...
normal roll at that point.
Yeah, so...
No, I thought that was the case, but I wasn't sure. So
No worries.
figured I would check before rolling things.
How dare you?
I know. It doesn't really
Dare
matter.
you follow the rules.
It doesn't really
Fired. Fox ball.
rocks fall, people die. It doesn't really matter in this particular case, but that is very good to know for the future. And actually, no. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to use fire on this thing because that worked out really well last time.
You should do that.
I'm going to do that. And I am going to roll balls. What is my bonus on it? Straight roll is a 14.
That will hit.
These things are somewhat squishy. They're as squishy as me.
They're the appetizer. Don't worry. Actually, no, they're not even the appetizer. They're the bread with the olive oil and the pepper stuff.
That stuff's
Didn't
good.
even order. Yeah.
Cool. Glad I burned my spell slot.
13.
It's fine.
I can't add. 167. No, 157. 156 is
Yeah, 13.
13 fire. And yes, so instead of like last time where it was like a nice ball that kind of arced up and over, this one is basically like we go like this and it fucking shoots out at it. Like, I'm assuming butt because it's engaged with Cat.
Actually, it had bit you.
Oh, that's right. She was
so-
attacking from behind. Yeah, so right at its face, like right at all of its little, all of this going on, it's just like,
Well, now it's a big gaping hole because that was what killed it. They'll say that the fire shoots from your hands and just bores a hole into the front part of the spider and it just crumbles to the ground.
oh geez.
I'm going to need to take another 5-minute break. I'm so sorry because I just realized I have laundry in my dryer, which is 2 floors down. So 2
That's
seconds.
fine.
Laundry? Why would you do that? It's a quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb.
You only need like one pair of sweats.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's summer too, so you can actually switch to the other clothes.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
you have
like
like a
double the
whole new
clothes.
clean wardrobe.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Wow, that's not a lot of stuff.
Now that everything's dead, Thurston is going to like climb himself out
Oh.
of the carcass, and he's like got guts all over him, and he's just like, oh,
I press
oh no.
investigation
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness.
a couple times. Just
I
there's a little. Yeah, it takes 2.
sorry,
Oh.
the dog and the boyfriend are fighting slash playing. Hi.
Doggo.
Look at Arthea. Nice shot.
I look at Dermot and say that like, wow, I didn't think that I would see that. But thank you. That was. And he looks,
Cool.
even though he's clean again, he still feels
Yeah.
dirty. He's like, that was disgusting, but appreciated.
I panicked. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
So did I.
Does anyone have like a bandage of
What
some
the?
kind?
I put my hand on your shoulder and I'll use my healing hands on you.
You don't have to waste it. You don't that might be useful later. It's only it's
Oh.
only a little bite.
Well, if we can get a little further in, we can take a bit of a rest. I would like to keep moving just a little bit.
Yeah. I can use the wand. Save what you have in case we need it for an emergency.
Right.
Especially since we don't have very much.
Who said, why would you do laundry? It's the quarantine.
Me.
Yeah, buddy.
You gross. Ugh. Sorry. I was doing laundry earlier, and after I brought the first load down the 2 flights and walked back up, I was like actually out of breath, and I was like, oh, well, who knew sitting on a couch for 2 days being sick would make me so out of breath? Anywho.
Yeah. Stamina goes away quickly.
Jesus. Figure out what's happening here. There we go. That didn't help, but
It's cute. It's real cute.
thanks. I like the little frillies.
Oh, I get those.
Dang it.
They're little palm trees. It's
Yeah.
little just like that.
All right.
Should just Pebbles Flintstone it, man.
I do. I have it. It's like right here.
Glancing into the room, you can see that there are just more webs. You can do an investigation check if you'd like to investigate further. I can let you know what you will find.
Can I look in this room that I'm standing in front of?
This one?
This one.
I'll inch over to the one that's
So
open.
that, for my sanity, it's just more wall. It's the map. It splits off into multiple like rooms and stuff. And just for what I had planned and how I wanted everything to go, I didn't want to have too many rooms because I was like, I don't know how the fuck to fill any of that shit. So pretend with your mind's eye that is just more wall.
Sure.
Doesn't exist.
As people get close to the room,
I'm
Thurston
like,
lifts his hand and goes,
doing-
do you want me to burn it?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got
that's probably a good
gross
idea.
spider blood all over him.
I just worry, like, if you burn it, is it going to drive them all out here?
It'll light them all on fire.
Do
Or
it.
we
Back.
close the
Nope.
door.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a door to close.
I'll take a step back
It's an opening.
over the spider
Oh.
carcass and will be continuing to try and brush non-existent spider webbing off of me because it's just always there now.
Go
Thurston's just gonna cast Firebolt into the room. Do I need to roll damage?
No.
Okay.
You
Light it
cast
up.
Firebolt, and like wildfire, it spreads to all the other webs until the room, which is conjoined, is just glowing with flame from within. You can hear some very light squeaking as you look and see that there were 3 egg sacs that are on fire, and the teeny itty bitty babies within are also on fire. Congratulations, you spider child murderers.
I'm 100% comfortable with that. Like,
Baby spiders become big spiders.
Maybe you should shoot a firebolt at the egg sacs, just an extra one, just to be safe.
okay.
Perfectly content with it.
And before it was a
Mama
slow
spider
death.
drops down.
Yeah. Before it was a slow death, now it's just like a zip popping.
Mercy killing.
Couple minutes go by, but then the fire eventually dies down as there's nothing left to burn. And you have an empty room. You can see sort of at a glance that there are a couple of small carts that are in there that have some bits of silver. As this is, the silver mine that is also connected with the lyrium mine itself. But other than that, at a glance, you don't really see anything else in here.
Can I go in and take some of the silver?
Go for it.
Whispering that to her.
I'll say
You're a terrible influence on my character.
say it's like roughly hewn, so you grab like a fistful of silver. How many do you take?
Fistfuls?
It's a little heavy.
Fistfuls, just like 1 or 2, not a lot. I need to be able to carry it. Like,
All right, cool. Yeah, you pull 2 roughly, say about the size of like a grapefruit, just huge chunks of silver, and you pocket them.
shove them in my bag. Or I'll give one to Arthea, and then I'll shove the other one in my bag.
Terrible influence. And she still shoves it in her bag.
I'll remind you of that next time you need to learn some new spells, Arthea. Just pat her on the shoulder.
Mako does kind of. What's up?
Silver blob.
Silver plop.
I'll deal with it later. I just need to jot it down. Okay.
Mako does sort of move forward to continue keeping an eye on the path in front. I assume you guys are all sort of following behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we'll say you guys get to about here. Give me a second. I will reveal more.
Oh, we can go around this here cart thing.
Yeah, it takes a hot second to, move past it, but you guys can move past it.
Like 4 of us together with our no strength managed to push it out the way.
Yeah.
Mako like jumps over it and then just keeps looking, like expecting that you guys are right behind him, and then just hears.
Just climb over the cart.
I'm going to teach you all some decent push-ups before I'm done with you.
Dermot also just leaps over the cart.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in somebody's space.
All right, go boy.
Oh, man. Oh, I can't cast that today.
Mako does turn to Arathea again and
Hmm?
says, "Do you hear anything else?"
I will creep up and move up here and kind of just take a moment and kind of hold up a hand for everyone to shh and then listen.
Okay.
Hold still in place.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and make me a perception check this time.
Perception.
Sorry, guys. My voice is starting to go.
It's
Need
gonna
some
suck.
like
That sucks. 9.
lightsabers or throat drops or something.
With a 9, you sit and you focus, and you think you can hear like a very slight rumble in the distance. Nothing major. Could be just something moving, maybe underground or further into the mine or whatever. Maybe a wind gust blowing in, but you don't hear anything else that's immediately worrisome.
Okay. Nothing. Sort of a rumble, maybe rockfall. I don't know if there's normally collapses down here or something, but it doesn't look very stable.
All right. Who's leading this time?
I will.
All
And
right.
I'll kind of stealth ahead this time.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
All right. Not great. 11.
Okay. Just for time's sake, do like this. So another reason I need to get Foundry, because I know that it works a lot better with sight lines and all that stuff. So but I'll say for expediency's sake, and because I don't have a means of revealing as you move, that you guys can see that it does wind around and go down a small set of steps. This looks like it's a nice, evenly made tunnel, when in reality it's actually a roughly hewn tunnel, with the ceilings are maybe about 10 feet high. It's a little claustrophobic as you guys are moving through. And even the stairs, as you can see over here, are rough. It's not like, they had a stair maker come through. Um, I will say, what's everybody set up your marching order right over here.
Over. Oh, I need to zoom out.
Can I not rotate my thing? Come on.
Oh, I had that problem.
There we go.
There we go.
I did it for you.
Thank you. For
No
some
problem.
reason, Roll20 is deciding it doesn't want to let me do that.
So as you guys are moving through, I'll just reveal some more stuff for you. Random question. Can anybody see text on the screen?
No, your
No.
stuff's on the right
Yes.
layer.
Sweet. Okay. I revealed and I was like,
Shit.
Yeah, the exit and come back in as player thing. Best part of Roll20, because I'm always paranoid about that, because I put a lot of text on the screen.
but as you are moving through, in this room, you can see a lot more mining supplies with a couple large crates. And then well, actually, instead of doing that, let me do this. Arithia, as you're moving through, well, actually, everybody can hear this because they rolled so terribly on their "I'm going to be quiet" check. You can hear the gnashing of teeth and the sound of flesh being torn
Oh,
coming from this direction.
can we see anything?
No, not from your. Well, technically, it'd be like
that.
Okay, so
You don't see anything immediately. It sounds like it's a teeny bit of a ways off, but not very far.
we have to go that way, don't we?
Probably.
I will say that there is a little door right over here, right next to the trunks.
Oops.
Stand kind of here-ish to kind of keep an eye out.
Mako was going to do the exact same.
Yeah, and I'll stand like right here. Just kind of close enough to everybody that I can, inspire or buff anybody who might need it.
Okay.
Are the trunks? Can we see if the trunks are locked / unlock them if they are?
They are not locked. Inside, you can find that there are 8 pickaxes, 5 hard hats, 3 lanterns, and 7 torches. So nothing.
And that's in
really
both.
that exciting. Yes, that is in both of those trunks.
Close it. Nothing worth taking.
Should we maybe take the torches?
Do we need them?
Could we be in a situation where we can't cast light?
Let's.
I have a few torches.
I don't have any,
I have
so
5.
I'll take a few
I have 10.
as long as they're there.
You have 10?
I have 10.
Dang.
Yeah, I have 10 also.
Yeah.
In the tinderbox. I'm not going to take any.
Yeah. Just kind of start handing them over to Dermot. Like, here you go.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Thurston's helpful.
Can I check the door?
Delete that text now. Now there is still the locked door to the left of one of those chests as well.
Can I listen at the door for anything first to see if I can hear anything behind it?
Yeah, put you right there. Make a perception check.
21.
You do not hear anything coming from the other side of the door.
Do I get the sense that there's any traps on the door?
With your 21 perception. No. I will say that this is going to be a separate roll of investigation, as now you're looking for something more specific.
Also a 21.
Damn.
Damn it, just roll lower.
3. This time I rolled 17 plus 4.
Looking at the lock, specifically around the keyhole, you can actually see that there is an arcane rune on the lock itself, implying that a magical trap is set on this lock.
I don't think I can break this trap. Magical rune, if anybody wants to take a look at it.
Mako, any idea what might be behind that door?
Mako actually speaks up a little bit with a hushed voice and says, "That could well be the mine owner's chambers. Could be something useful inside."
Breaking in,
There's
but
some-
I don't think I can disarm the rune myself.
I can't.
Yeah, I don't. Thurston wouldn't be able to.
I
discern it.
will walk over and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I'm expecting to see an aura. I'm mostly looking for what kind of aura it is.
It is transmutation.
Transmutation.
Tap the door to see if it's a mimic.
Um,
The mind's a mimic. You're inside a mimic.
Figures.
That's good.
you
we would
joke
do that.
about that, but yeah. I ran a one-shot once where an entire mansion was a mimic brood.
Yep.
Terrible.
Amazing.
And
That's the worst
so
telling of Beauty and the
house,
Beast I've ever heard of in my life.
the house was a mimic, and everything in the house was smaller mimics.
That's
Yep.
terrible.
Yeah.
Started digesting us.
Yep.
I am going to transmutation. And is there like a mechanical lock on the door?
Yes.
And then there's just also this rune.
Yes.
Okay. I look at Cad and say, I can try and force the door open with a mage hand and set it off if we want to try and take a few steps back so we don't get hit with whatever this is.
I have a quick question, just DM question. Since I have thieves' tools, can I disarm traps? I'm not sure how that works.
So with
You could pick the lock and then I could try and open the door.
Okay, so because I was just looking at them, the proficiency bonus to any ability checks to disarm traps or open locks. So I wasn't sure.
if it were a mechanical trap, like a tripwire or a pressure plate or something like that, that you absolutely could use your thieves' tools for. For any arcane, right? Yeah. For any
Yeah,
arcane
we're-
or magical traps, unfortunately, it does not.
We're looking
Okay.
for a dispel magic.
Yeah.
Worth a try,
Oh
Dermot. and I'll
shit! I
step
should
out.
read my character sheet more often. I have dispel magic. Ready innocent detect magic, and I was like, oh, Dermot just cast that.
You know what? Thurston is
Thurston
still
is a
shook
little-
up from the spider.
Yeah. I like to think that Thurston just realized, like, wait, I could do a thing.
Oh, you need something dispelled? Oh, yeah, I can do that. You should have said that.
Akko does one of these.
I mean, I did, but I'm glad you remembered it now. There's a rune on this door lock.
Glad you remembered it 15 minutes later.
At least we weren't.
Look, I
at least we
can't
hadn't
read.
left the room.
As the gnashing and the gnawing gets closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I will step over to the door and cast dispel magic.
All right. Cast the spell, and there's a little bit of a spark coming from Thurston's hand, and the rune now has a slash through it.
Nice.
Does my detect magic disappear?
Yes, it does. Well,
Like I'm still concentrating on
rune
the
you're
spell,
getting
but
from
the
it, yes.
aura disappears.
Now, that can see through doors, yeah?
Depends. Different materials I can see through a certain thickness.
Okay. Just making a call. You can actually pick up some more coming from inside the room.
Okay. I make that known. There's still something setting off my my magic sense.
Tell if it's an item
But
versus...
but the door should be safe to open.
Okay.
Because nothing is Cujo, I can tell like distance of things.
Yeah.
So like there's nothing like on the other side of the door, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So the door should be safe to open at this point.
I'll take out my thieves' tools and try to pick the lock.
Okay. Go ahead and make your lock picking check.
So that's my d20 plus my proficiency bonus, and that's it? Or...
And then add your dex as well.
Okay. 11.
11.
Roll balls, yeah.
You sit and focus on it, and unfortunately, there's just one of the tumblers you can't quite get working with you just yet. I'd say it took you a solid minute before it just isn't budging. At this point, Arathea, you notice something odd. The gnashing sounds have silenced.
When did they silence?
Maybe a moment or two after Cad started picking the lock.
That's disconcerting.
I'm out of practice. Can't quite get the last tumbler open.
Sounds down the hall. They went silent.
Faraday, what is your passive perception?
14.
Mako actually kind of like lightly taps your shoulder and then does one of these, gesturing to get like next to him against the wall as he hears something.
I'm just gonna follow because nope.
Reveal. So you guys can hear slowly creeping down the hall labored footsteps along with this consistent sort of and it gets real close. I need everybody to make a stealth check.
Miss Jackson.
Okay.
13.
12.
Okay. You said 24?
24.
Okay. So a couple seconds go by of this thing almost like you hear the footsteps get a little quieter as they start moving back down the hall.
Pace.
Same pace, same labored pace. A couple moments go by, and the familiar sound of flesh being torn from some poor creature returns. What you guys gonna do?
The door again. One more time.
Try the
I
door.
can try.
I mean, we might as well if we have to go in that direction in the end. Like, as well.
Try one more time.
Okay.
Since I know
Go
your
for it.
DC is going up.
All good. I have faith in you.
Well, that's better. 24.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Almost, you couldn't tell if it was the adrenaline of hearing something creeping around the hall right by you guys, or just maybe you just need to take a second to think away from it for a second. But within 5 seconds, it's like you remember how to pick locks again, and you just and the door creaks open in front of you. Give me
Slowly push it open.
inside. You can see a small bedroom of sorts, along with a rather well-made chest that sits on the opposite wall. Decent sized rug, a decent bed,
There's a wall sconce. It's clear that this mine owner would sometimes have to stay and rest for multiple nights at a time, so he commandeered this little area as his own.
I don't see any creatures or things like that in there, right?
No. You don't see anything else in the room.
I'll step in and go over to the chest.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of follow them in and say, here, I know there was something else magical in here. But actually, what is the duration? Oh, up to 10 minutes. Do I get any other sense of where that magical aura is coming from?
You see it's coming from the chest itself.
Okay.
Rather, sorry, let me rephrase. It's something inside of the chest.
Okay.
You're detecting multiple things.
I relay that information. Whatever else is in here, it's a couple of things coming from inside the chest.
I check to see if the chest is locked.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Am I able to aid in that?
Sure.
To see, particularly like trying to detect if any of these auras are additional runes or traps on the chest.
That I would say is gonna be a separate check. So Dermot, go ahead and make your own investigation check as you're checking for magical traps.
Okay. Do I get that with advantage because of the detect magic?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
12.
Yeah.
And investigation, you said, right?
Yes.
That is a 21.
Okay. With a 21, the auras you're getting are coming from items inside of the chest. You
Okay.
don't see that there are any additional runes or any other magical traps on the chest itself.
Okay.
And CAD, I'd say with a 12, there is a simple lock that is on the chest itself. Nothing special about it. This is relatively easy pickings for you.
All right, I'll pick it.
Do it.
Yeah, I just say I don't sense any danger, so it should be safe as long as you can get it open.
$12 again.
It takes you a solid minute, but then eventually you successfully pick the padlock that is
I
holding
just
the chest closed.
need to start practicing again. Take the padlock
Is
off
that
and open the chest.
Is
All right.
that a thing you practice? He whispers into the room.
Well, I want to stop being rusty at it. It is.
Inside, you see a leather satchel type of bag with a very interesting design on the front of it. It's about the size of maybe like it could rest on your hips. Like a big oversized computer bag. Dermot, you are getting multiple vibes from this one item.
Okay. What schools of magic?
Take the bag out and open it.
It's a mimic.
It-
There's teeth.
Everything's a
Secretly
mimic.
hoping it's a bag of holding, to be honest with you.
Well, as you open the bag, you can see that the bottom is unable to be seen.
I will
Oh, be careful.
slowly.
Jam it in there.
Oh, this is such a bad idea, and she would so do it.
Do it.
Slowly.
Just do it.
Put my hand / arm in it just as far as it will go.
You feel your arm disappear into the bag, never to be seen of again. I'm just kidding.
And suddenly the bag bites down.
It's fine. It's my right arm. I'm left-handed. We'll deal with it later.
Oh no, you get sucked into the bag.
Yeah. And none of us have a high enough strength
I mean,
to drag you
Yeah,
out.
And
around it.
easy to pull you out of a bag of devouring. It's high.
It's like a DC 15 or some shit like that.
carry her
no,
around
it
for a
is-
while,
20?
though.
It is no.
No,
a
it's like
bag of devouring.
Immediately
You
eats
get
you.
one round before you are eaten. And
See,
it's like a
I'm-
DC 20 to get yourself out or a DC 25 for someone to pull you out.
I just can't justify her not shoving her arm in because
No,
she
she
I
would.
mean, you don't know.
You don't know what it could be.
And I only know that because I've recently used a bag of devouring against the party. And it was real funny.
I think they would technically just be enchantment for the school
That's fair.
for bag of holding. Surprise, surprise! It's a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Surprising no one.
I just like look at Dermot with his like grin on my face.
Can I make an Arcana check to determine what this item actually is?
Sure.
So that I don't have to burn a spell slot on identify?
I'm guessing I don't feel anything in the bag as I'm reaching in, right? Like, I mean, like the items, because he was spending things on items in it, or was it just the bag that was?
He was getting multiple pings from the bag itself.
I see. Okay.
But Dustin, what was your Arcana? 4. You have no
4.
idea what this is.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cool.
Cad, as you are feeling around inside of the bag, you guys watch actually as Cad does one of these, like gingerly puts her hand and then her forearm and then all the way to her shoulder. So you're just seeing like this space where her arm should be, and instead there's just bag. You do manage to feel 2 items, retrieving them from the bag.
Mhm.
You do find one small square box that opening it reveals a little ring. The other is a book. It's a roughly made, almost, it's not like a hardcover, it's more like a paperback. It doesn't even really have a title. But flipping through it, you can actually see it is a book of magical tattoos.
Robot, you shut your dirty mouth.
What do you say?
Those pangs were liches.
Jesus.
That robot is gonna get us in trouble.
Robot's gonna get us killed.
It's giving people ideas.
He is giving people ideas.
I know where you live.
Do you? Do you?
Yes. Yeah.
Here, make a
Oh, that's
fortitude
right.
save.
Shit. Christmas kid shit. God damn it.
Yeah.
I don't, but I'll send whatever it is to Sam to forward to you.
Yeah. I will contribute to this mailing.
I will.
say, just
Lord,
for
I'm
fun,
curious how you're gonna mail a kick in the teeth.
Have my way.
Don't ask them that.
Mail me bail
Sam
money.
almost spit all over her technology.
All over my fucking handwritten notes.
I would actually just mail
been
some
so
brass
pissed.
knuckles to Rhodes and let her take care of the rest.
Mm. And that's how you mail a kick in the teeth. You mail some steel-toe boots.
Yeah, steel-toed boots.
Pair of
Yeah.
Doc Martens with the
Yep.
steel toe.
Uh-huh.
Some ass kicking boots.
Some ass
No,
kicking boots.
No. Joseph, I'm not gonna physically hurt you. I'm gonna send you a glitter bomb.
Glitter dicks.
I know what those fucking containers look like.
Glitter dicks.
I've watched enough Brandon Ferris to know how many glitter bombs in all different shapes and sizes that man gets on a consistent basis.
Oh, that means
not
that you
the
know
part
I
where
can
he's like,
spend you
"Oh."
a tarantula.
Oh,
Oh, God.
That's
yeah, look at this.
horrifying.
It looks like a poster. Oh, what kind of poster is it? And then he just does it, and he's like, "Oh my god, it's glitter!" And he just throws it behind him.
I will show the ring and the book to Dermot and just say we might need these identified later. The bag. Put it on my.
As a we'll put them back in the bag. I can identify them when we're out of here.
Shove them back in the bag, and then just kind of close it back up and put it on like a messenger bag, like one would. Do I see anything else in the chest, or was that the only thing in the chest?
That was the only thing in the chest.
Okay. Chest is empty aside from this.
How big is the chest?
I mean, it's not huge by any means, but
Is it small enough that the bag could be opened wide enough to put the chest in it?
yes.
Take the chest.
I hold the bag open. Shove it in. Oh. Didn't think about that before I said it. Put it in the bag if you can, Dermot.
And I put the empty chest in the bag and just
look
at Cad and say, "Hey, you never know when we might need one."
Hey, Sam, say something.
I muted my mic.
That'll be why. Okay, cool.
From where we are, can we hear parts of this conversation where we just hear like "shove it in" just randomly?
What are
Mako was
they
like,
doing?
We should probably get out of here, I guess. I don't see anything else unless you do.
I do not. We should probably keep going.
Yeah.
Token?
So you can fit any amount here, right? Like any amount?
Have
As far as I know.
I'm sure there are limits, but I am very interested in discovering what those limits are. And I say that with a wink to Thurston. I say that with a wink to Thurston. Like, yes, we can try and put your entire wardrobe in this bag.
Yes.
You might be able to get like a third of it.
Multiple shoes, though.
Oh yeah.
Thurston, you cannot bring your it with you. We all have to be able to use it.
Like at the end of the campaign, you guys have a moment where like, what's all in the bag of holding? And you turn it over and just do this and just closets of clothes.
I'm just thinking we should like build
Thurston's dead by that point, but you sell them.
No, I think we should build a like closet that's like that, where it's just like you can keep putting stuff in it and it just expands.
Yeah.
Every time we need money, Cadriel just like secretly starts selling Thurston's clothes, and she's just like, I swear it was in the bag.
You know he's gonna ask for that.
Dermot's like keeping a ledger of what's being sold and like dates, and is tracking how long it's going to take before Thurston notices something's missing.
Also, just like the idea that
and be
so
like,
full of clothes that when you guys finally undo it, it starts machine gunning shoes out.
I go back to the rest of the group, Arthea, Faraday, and Mako, and explain what we found. There was a bag, is definitely bigger on the inside. And there were a few other items with magical auras. I don't know what those other items are, but I figured we could, inspect them properly when we were just looking around, like, not here anymore.
Oh.
All right.
One last look around the room, make sure there's not like anything under the mattress, like, any stray gold or anything like that. And then when I exit, I'll lock the door back up again.
Make an investigation check.
I don't find anything. That was a natural one.
Oh.
Just
She's
as
just
you
really
are
excited about the bag of holding. Okay.
Just as you are lifting up the mattress to check under it, a little bit of dust falls in your face and you sneeze. And that combined with the headache that follows, unfortunately, as you're searching through, nothing else comes up.
It's fair.
All right. Mako looks back to all of you and kind of gives a physical sign like, are we ready to move on?
I just give him a silent nod.
Okay. Everybody make me a stealth check.
Oh, Dustin, how long his heroism last?
Not anymore.
Okay.
I'm sure. I think it only lasts like a minute.
17.
Okay.
And
Okay.
You said stealth, right?
Yes.
12.
Okay. And Cad, what was yours?
25.
Okay. As you guys move through, I'll reveal the area for you. You guys can see that as you guys approach, really it's right towards the tail end where you guys get to where you are right now. Only then do the creatures, their heads perk up and their necks snap as they go and look in your direction. You can see what look to be miners that through some dark ritual were not necessarily brought back to life, more like the very visible open wounds or the tendons that were severed or their head that was mostly separated from their body was patched together by this dark, cloudy, necrotic energy. So it's almost like they're being piloted by shadowy creatures. And when I say the next snap, I mean legit. They full 180 and look at all of you and let out a. And we're gonna roll initiative again.
Yay!
Yay!
Really wish I hadn't burned my only spell slot.
Hooray!
Resource management is great.
I was kind of hoping we'd be able to get a short rest in.
Well, you just let me
there's
know.
a room up there.
It's a little late now.
Yeah, well. No, we just
Oh, I rolled like garbage too. Cool, cool, cool.
I want this to keep going, so you keep talking like this.
Yeah, this is actually how Faraday's talking right now.
Yeah.
Just like under her breath, she's looking at it like, all right, what are we?
We like slowly see Spring Faraday starting to come out as like the season wears on.
It's also partially Sam in the spring weather.
Her voice gets a little higher, more excited sounding, and like she just sounds more exasperated than pissed off most of the time when she's frustrated.
Yeah, I have to remember that Spring Faraday channels a little bit of Pixie, who only some of you have met.
I have small arms.
I have small arms.
Small arms.
I'm kind of glad that Cadriel had her little thing with Marin before Spring Faraday came out.
Ted would have
They
had
would have been
some
relentless.
competition from Spring Faraday.
Probably.
Oh god.
Wow, did we like?
Well, we got to go back to like
I
bad.
Didn't know I was joining this
Yeah,
type of
I-
group.
I did
Guys.
not put mine in. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Mine's worse. Mine's worse.
Oh, okay.
Guys.
It-
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right then.
Hmm.
We
So I'll go
can't
first.
all be the cleric of initiatives.
All right. So first up is this guy. 5, 10,
Nobody likes him
15,
anyway.
25, 30, 35. He's actually a double move, so 40, 45, 50, 55. He gonna get up in Mako's face and growl. Up next, we got this guy who's going to move 5, 10, 15,
They
20,
wish they wouldn't.
25, 30, 35. And he's going to hold here. And then this guy is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then up next is Mako. Jesus Christ, I am going first. I was making a joke. Mako is going to let loose some attacks. He gets 2 attacks per turn. All right. Both of his strikes are going to hit. And he is going to pump psionic energy into both of these strikes. So normally I'm rolling for his unarmed a d8 plus 3. And then adding the psionic is another d8 plus 3. So it's 2d8 plus 6 for each strike. It's 18, 24, 30. It's 36 points of damage with both strikes. And with one of those, actually, is it either or? Let me just double check that. Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds.
You're good.
How dare you?
Okay, cool. So it's whenever you do the thing. We could use to have them make a strength save. The 10, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. Yeah,
Music on.
12, which will not be enough because Mako's save is a 14. And it gets pushed 10 feet. 5, 10. So you, Kat, as you're right next to him, you can see Mako land 2 shots right into the chest of the creature. And with the second one, you see this flash of like hot pink purplish energy come from the fist and force the creature back 10 feet as it recoils from the strike. You definitely heard multiple ribs shatter from the strikes. Yeah.
See why you were the champion.
You know, not many people say that. Thank you. And then this guy is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30.
I don't like this murder hallway.
It's great.
It's wonderful.
I need to get out of
It
here.
is wonderful.
Love it.
No.
Cadriel just says, guys, I'm gonna do the thing.
Oh, so should we?
Thing on
it
the
says
other
don't bother.
side.
Does that mean she's going to fart? What does that mean?
Just wait.
Not my turn yet, so
Oh.
yeah, but they told her she had to warn them before she did it.
You do.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
So it does get multi-attack, so it's going to play in some attacks on Mako. 18 is going to hit. 17 is going to hit as well. So, first thing that happens... 13 damage, 3 of it being necrotic.
Just watching all the measurement arrows.
I'm flipping between tabs right here, so I can't see what ridiculousness is happening.
Oh, Jesus.
Who is that?
Who do you think?
Dustin.
What? I'm not doing anything.
I was like, Sam, there is only one person that
I
can
know.
be.
I mean, it's not like it says what color
color.
everyone is using at the bottom of your window.
It does, though. It shows what color your square is on Roll20.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's not showing you.
Yeah, roll 20's a snitch.
You know.
But Dermot's color
Whatever.
is very similar to Thurston's.
Yeah.
Not
Thurston, why are you
not
trying
quite
to
as,
frame me,
not
bro?
quite as bright.
Excuse me, that is the hex code I've been using for over a decade.
Is it really the hex code? The hex code too.
Oh, yes, that is my M&I blue color. Yes, it is.
Mako ate 16 points of damage. Some
Jesus.
necrotic from both a claw and a bite.
After the bite, there was a moment where Mako looked like he was paralyzed for a split second, but then shook it off, and now he's fine.
Cool. Shouldn't have burned all that spell slots.
And
It's-
Dermot, it is your turn.
Guys, it's fine.
What are those?
I'm going to first. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it on this area,
Okay.
20-foot square.
So good.
Dex save, yeah?
Dex saves for all y'all.
You're like the Oprah of deck saves.
You make a dex save. You make a dex save. You make a dex save.
15.
15 is the DC.
Okay. So I'm going to say that it does meet it. So it's like hitting AC.
Yeah.
So he will not suffer the effects. Another 15. 10. So this one's going to get the thing. Boom. And an 18. So you got one of them.
God damn.
It was 2 10s, a 5, and a 13. Just to give you a peek behind the curtain on what their dexterity is like.
Everyone's suddenly doing math in their heads.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
As a bonus action, I am going to inspire Cadriel. And I am going to on the fly invent Cadriel's theme song, which is going to be Duel of the Fates.
Yes.
I was randomly thinking it was like the beginning to Enter Sandman for some reason.
Also a good one, but Duel of the Fates is an excellent song.
All right, sounds good. Faraday, it is your
Nope.
turn.
No, I have a 5. I go after Ked and Arthea.
Oh, right. Didn't there.
Yeah.
There we go. Arthea.
Guessing my dex is higher
Ah,
than Arthea's,
Yeah, I'm guessing what's your dex?
A
but
I'm sure it
14.
is. What?
14.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
at +1. So, unless you want me to go first.
Got it. Cad, you're up.
It's fine. I'll go.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I just say, guys, I'm
Because I
doing
think-
it, and I take a step forward, and I
You should take 2 steps forward.
Can't. There's an enemy right in front of her.
well, I can
She
go
can step
here.
in that.
I can step
That's
diagonally.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Bad spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Even
a-
though you're from there, you're still probably going to hit Mako.
What was the radius on the thing?
10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all have to make charisma saves.
Oh, okay. What?
But he seems like such a
It's
cool
fear
guy.
effect, right? Wanna
Yeah,
verify. Okay.
It's
Oh man.
That's a 13.
Mako doesn't have like any disadvantage or anything
DC is
like that,
14.
does he?
Is he in there?
Mm-hmm.
He is in there.
We still have
Mhm.
heroism.
Oh,
We'll
I should
do
have said
the-
shit.
Mm-mm.
God damn it.
It's a 2. What's your DC?
14.
14. Okay, so that's 2 failures on the enemy's side. That is a 9. Great. So that's 3 for 3. And it's an 18. So one of them succeeds. I'll say it's this one. He's getting the nice. There, he gets a heart because his heart is in the battle, I guess.
The others
then,
are friend of
And then
me.
here's Mako, which I don't know if you know this about Mako. Not a very charismatic individual.
What? No.
That's a 3.
Oh. Womp womp.
Sorry, not sorry.
Did you just scare the shit out of him?
Yeah. I mean, this is the first time he's seeing this.
This is true.
Basically, as you're running up, he goes, "What are you all talking about?" And then you bamf out your wings and do the thing, and his eyes go wide as he is frightened for a moment. So do they have to use their reaction to run?
It says they have to make the saving throw or be frightened of me until the end of my next turn. It doesn't say whether they have to run or not.
I don't think it's.
So
I don't
they just
think
have
it's
the
like turn
frightened
undead.
condition for a round.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on attacks and can't willingly move closer to the source of the fear.
Got it.
And that's my turn, so next person.
Here.
Dorothy.
All right.
Yep. Damn it.
Arathia.
Well, okay. Not going to be doing that.
Sorry, did I ruin your fireball?
Mm-hmm. You're in the middle of my fireball.
I mean, you can do it if you want.
She's got
You're not at a
evasion.
level where half of that
I have
damage will...
uncanny dodge. Yes, I do.
You have uncanny dodge?
Yes.
No, she wouldn't do it. I wish I had a character that would, but it's not her.
Right,
get a
that
character
moment of
that
like,
would.
I don't give a shit if I
Yeah.
do it, but the character gives a shit. Damn
I
it.
know. I'm like, oh, that's right. She has like morals and
Cat
God.
would tell her to do it. Just saying.
would she? If she saw her start casting, would she tell her that?
Yeah.
In that case, oh shit, I don't want to draw a square. I don't want to draw a square. How do I make the squares go away? Roll 20. I
I
forgot
can't
how.
see it.
Oh, it's a little dot right now. I didn't make it huge.
Oh, if you click on it, if you select it, like on with the arrow, and then hit
Uh-huh.
delete on your keyboard,
Oh, like panicked.
Yeah, uh-huh.
and then I think it's a Alt for a circle.
Thank you. God, it's like 20-foot radius. Like the whole room.
It's double the size of my circle.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't even know if I can, like, I have enough space to make it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't have enough room to make a circle. My screen isn't large enough.
What's the radius?
20 feet.
All right.
And it's going to be placed in... Oh,
I'm just seeing all these squares pop up now.
Oh my god. Should be there.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't want to be left out.
Nope. Hold on. One more.
Don't be a follower,
Oh.
Dustin.
No. God damn it. Really? One more?
Yeah. Welcome to
Yeah.
Fireball, bitches.
Big fire.
Big
Yeah.
fire.
So it'd be centered basically, yeah, in that general vicinity, which I think puts it in centered somewhere in this general area. It's either that square or that square. Far enough to not hit Mako with the fireball, but if Cad says go, then she'll do it.
Okay.
It's going to be a dex save for you
Any
too.
dodge for yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's going to be a conversation in character about shit. Point.
What is your spell save DC?
15.
I only rolled a 13. Can use uncanny dodge.
All but one succeeded.
Shit.
That's okay.
Ooh.
They're still gonna take half damage.
Yes, they are. Let me get here.
Believe that.
Wait, I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
6, 12,
That's
Yeah.
a D8, right, Dustin?
Yeah, saving throws. Yeah.
20, 25,
17.
Nice.
25.
Which
So you
means
take-
that because you also have evasion.
I
Right.
don't have a vision yet. I have uncanny
Oh.
dodge.
Got it.
So I'll take half of whatever, half of the half that I take.
Got it.
I think I still take half damage, so I
Okay.
Sure.
So it is 30 damage, 30 fire damage. So have 215 for those who.
And then I'll use uncanny dodge, and that's what, 7?
Round up or down? Do we round down?
Uh,
Round up.
round up.
8.
So
Sorry.
Ooh.
We got some smoky hair.
All right. So yeah, one of them bursts into flames and stops moving. The others are heavily singed, but they are still up and screeching and growling.
there's
As
Gert.
always. And they're frightened.
Yeah. Yeah, the one. Yeah, all of them are frightened.
Except for the one that you killed.
Yeah.
That was
this
the only
Probably
one
should
that-
have been frightened.
All right.
Clearly shouldn't have been scared of me. Should have been scared of you.
I haven't gotten to use it yet.
There we go. All right.
Not on.
Faraday.
Alright, I will move forward, and I'm gonna attack the guy that's glittery.
Okay.
So that I
Looks like
get
you just got out of a
advantage.
rave.
He does. First attack.
Guys, Burning Man was so crazy.
18.
Literally. Looking at his friend.
18 will hit.
11 points of damage.
Solid.
Second attack. 21.
21 will hit.
Getting an echo again.
Not me this time.
Ooh, that was garbage. 8 points of damage.
That was exactly what you needed.
Oh, yes. Shit. So he's dead.
Why are you being dumb? Roll 20.
Let's roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. No, not even. There, Jesus.
Okay. And I can move through Cad's space?
Yes, you can.
I know I always ask that, but I can never remember.
You just can't end your turn in another ally
In another
space.
space. Okay, so I'm going to
I'll
circle
move.
around.
I'll squeeze that.
I'll circle around here. And just stay within threat range of both of them, unfortunately, but just to give everyone a little more space.
Okay. Good stuff.
And that is my turn.
And then we got Thurston.
Oh god, I forgot I was also pretending like I was fucking with dots. God damn it. And so I'm just dotted. Okay. Anyway. If he's here, can he see this one? Or does he need to go one square up?
He would need to go one square up.
That sounds like a threatened range. Damn it. Alright.
No. You're not
Oh,
threatened.
that's true. You could see it. I would say, given that Mako is standing right there, it's going to benefit from half cover. So you wouldn't be in
I don't think you have to
Debating.
roll.
hell.
Also,
record, I
hi
don't-
doggy, what do you want?
Hi, Ace.
Oh, puppy.
Hi, Ace.
Come here. Come here. I'm going to try to. No, okay. Fine. I was trying to get you on the camera, doofus.
I don't think you have to roll a charisma save if you step into my circle. It's just when I first bring it out.
Yeah.
So just FYI.
Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna do the thing. So I'm going to twin spell and then do 2 witch bolts at each, or witch bolt at each of them, I should say.
Hells yeah.
So I think it works for the initial attack, but then you can only concentrate on one. That works fine. That's okay. So go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the one that has half cover first.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit,
That will hit.
and then Jesus. The other one's a 10 to hit.
That will not.
Well, I will be concentrating on the one I didn't hit. So I can trying at him.
You really want to hit that spot on the ground and really want to fuck it up.
Instinctively duck out of the way.
My brain just like stopped. Okay, sorry. Where
He has
are
arachnophobia.
things?
He just thought that he saw a spider, so he's just
Oh, yeah,
concentrating
yeah.
on that spot.
A piece of hair like tickles his neck. He thinks it's like webbing.
Well, that's pretty good. That's 20 damage.
Oh
Nice.
shit!
What level did you cast that at?
At a. Why can I not do math? Wait.
I'm just curious. I think it's 1d12 normally?
Yeah, so I cast it at second. Yes.
Nice. That's awesome. All right. Yeah,
I was
that
trying
one.
to.
Fuck
I was
up.
trying to make sure it wasn't one of those where it skips a level before you can do the second D12, and I was like, did I fuck that up? Okay.
No.
I'm good, though.
Gotcha. All right. Sounds good. Well, that one's dead. You just take him out of the initiative. That one's alive. That one's dead. So we can at least have this one. He is going to mindlessly attack the closest thing.
That makes sense.
Faraday. So it's 2
Disadvantage,
attacks,
sir.
1 claw and 1 bite.
With disadvantage, sir. He's frightened of me.
That's rain. Alright, so this is the claw. Our claw! That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. I'm going to take 10 points of slashing along with 9 points of necrotic. Holy shit.
Shit.
High rolls on that one.
Fuck.
And the bite. Oh, disadvantage. Is 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Okay.
Damn it!
Just
I'm going to need a
hits.
Constitution saving throw from you.
Fuck, 'cause I'm super good at those.
You're going to take an additional 6 points of piercing damage.
You got this, Faraday.
16.
16. Okay.
You said 7 points?
Same situation. It was 6 points
6 points.
additional of piercing. Same thing. If you get the bite, you feel yourself tense up for a moment, but you shake it off.
Oh, that hurt.
Whatever effect that it had did not transfer over to you.
That hurt.
Yeah, these guys are no joke. Up next is Mako. Mako is terrified and is not at the level yet where he could just use his psionic thing to end an effect. Much to my chagrin, which is great.
As a reaction, Thurston is going to restore balance and take away his disadvantage.
Oh shit!
He's
Well-
flanking too, so he'll get his advantage with Thurston doing that. Me
Well,
and Mako do that.
Actually, yeah, right now he would. I mean, hey, if Thurston's gonna clear,
I'll use the ability.
That's so
Right?
badass.
That's
That's
kick-ass.
fantastic. That's awesome.
It says
Man, that's scary if you think about it.
Yeah.
Eesh. All
it
right,
can
well,
it can negate advantage or disadvantage. So
Between Thurston's reactions and Arathea's reactions, where she just goes, "Turn back time!" Like Jesus Christ.
Now, is that for an action or like a roll, or is it just like, hey, you're no longer frightened?
it's not a hey no you're
No.
you're no longer frightened. So when a creature you can see within 60 feet of you is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can use a reaction to prevent the roll from being affected. So I suppose it is one roll.
Cool. So this is gonna be the first attack. Ooh, Mako, what the hell?
Wasted that.
Even with advantage, dude.
Yeah, that's an 11 to hit. That's not going to hit.
It's like, I'm not tapping into the cosmic balance for you anymore, buddy.
Faraday's yelling at him.
Sorry, my friend just grew motherfucking wings. I wasn't prepared for that shit. Speaking of which, I've shit my pants. I'm sure you'll be happy to know that shit as well.
Faraday's yelling at him to get a fucking grip.
You get a fucking grip.
That's a 12 to hit, and he missed again.
Mako!
Jesus fuck.
You beat the shit out of me like 3 days ago.
Maybe that was
He's
just a
not
fluke.
going to action surge because he is too scared.
Fucking.
Up next is going to be the last remaining one, which is the one that's conveniently in
no.
Mako's face. But it's going to turn
Uh-oh.
and actually, like a hive mind, look at Faraday
Uh-oh.
because Faraday is bleeding.
Uh-oh.
Now you smell good.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Don't forget disadvantage.
18 will hit, correct?
Yeah, an 18 will hit.
Okay.
Did you roll with
Let's just go
disadvantage?
through the bite. The claw misses. Is it win?
Did you roll with
Disadvantage.
God bless it. Just kidding. It was a 13.
13 will miss. Reaction. She's going to riposte.
Okay. So then go ahead and make your attack. And the second one was going to miss too. So,
I only get it once.
gotcha.
Ooh, a 10's not gonna hit, is it? Oh, 11's not gonna hit.
Nope.
Damn, what a fucking waste.
Mako says,
Shit.
now who has to get their head in the game? But, yeah, the gas just does this near you. And moving on. Dermot, you're up.
Okay. How does everybody actually look? Faraday doesn't look great, but you're okay, right?
You can can you check? No, you can't. No, 12 out of 40. Not looking great. She is hurting.
Bad.
I mean, she's still standing, but if that thing hits one more time, she's not gonna be.
Okay.
I'm down.
Then
Wish I'd done armor back at this instead. Shit. Oh, damn. Those things are no joke.
then I am going to first cast Healing Word on Faraday.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast that at 3rd level.
Okay.
So if I can pick up this goddamn D4 bullshit.
Are you using your fingers?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Because that usually works for me. To pick them up.
That is 11 hit points.
Okay.
That you get back. And I am going to then I am then going to move up right here.
Mhm.
And I am going to turn to the big ugly things. And I am going to start playing. And say to them, trying to get their attention. I am going to say, "Hey, you two, has anybody ever wrote you a theme song?" And I am just going to start playing the most god-awful off-key bullshit I possibly can and take the dodge action.
Okay. Just for fun, go ahead and make me a performance check. With willful disadvantage, if you like.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, willful disadvantage is still a 13. I get plus 10.
Oh god.
You're not even really, like, focused on the notes. You're just sort of dragging
I'm
Ooh.
just trying to make noise.
Yeah. And Mako's right next to you, and you hear him go, "Oh, what the fuck?"
What the fuck is wrong with you people? What's going on?
How did you live this long?
He's actually regretting this now.
Ugh.
Like, I never
really
should
wanna
have
Um,
asked.
Maybe I should just be a slave instead. Like, maybe.
and I
Just
take
for
the
another
dodge
brute.
action.
Okay. Up next is Cad.
All right. I'm going to target this one right in front of me that I'm flanking with Mako. So roll with advantage. And that would be a natural 20, sir.
Jesus. And as a rogue, you deal 1,000,000 damage.
Yep.
So it's your
My
max
base damage, my base damage, my max damage is 33. That's like sneak attack and everything like that.
Holy shit.
I'm also going to use, I want to use my Whales of the Grave on the one next to him as well. So that's based on my sneak attack. Do I do max damage plus the 2 dice I roll for that one as well, or should I just do a straight?
I'm gonna say, given that it's a natural 20, the die roll would be added on top of it. So your max sneak attack, you said, is 33, right?
No, that's like my whole max attack with sneak
Oh,
attack.
got
plus
it. Okay.
My sneak attack. So Whales from the Grave basically works. It immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature that you hit within 30 feet of the first creature, and it takes 2d6 necrotic damage. So do I do 12 and then roll the 2, or just roll the 2?
Do 12 and then roll the 2.
Okay. I'm gonna do the roll on the first one first.
Sure. Yeah. I see this teeny little blue dot right behind Arthea.
Mistakes were made.
I just love. How do I get rid of squares? How do I get rid of squares?
Just
How do I get rid of squares?
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Counting. So on this one, 57 points of damage.
Good
And then
lord.
and then on the other one, 20 points of damage.
Fuck.
Necrotic damage on the second one.
Tell me how you do this.
Oh shit.
I just see that Dermot's distracting them, and I see my friend Faraday bleeding profusely next to me, and I just grab my swords, my grip on them, and I take my Blade of Chaos, and I just go straight for the neck of the one in front of me and just cut his head off, and then I kind of spin it around and just stab the other one in the side of the face.
Nice. In both of those instances, you can actually see, as you decapitate the one, whatever shadowy thing was inside of it just sort of quickly dashes out of the corpse and further into the mine. And same situation, you stab into the side of the other head, and you see the other shadow essence just sort of escape the corpse. Both of them crumble to the ground. Well fucking done. That was scary as hell.
Staring at Cadriel oh, that's new. Has she ever done Whales of the Grave with us? Once? Okay.
It's just that usually the enemies are spaced out, and the last time they weren't within 30 feet of each other, so it's really situational that I get to use it.
No, I was just wondering if we had seen it before.
Maybe if you were paying attention during a fight, but otherwise, if we're all spaced out, possibly not. I did it during the fight with the class people.
Oh yeah, I got punched.
Yeah, you did.
Glad that's the takeaway.
I will, as soon as that happens, my first opportunity, I run over here to Faraday and I will cast Healing Word on you again, this time at first level.
Sounded like you said hearling.
Hearling.
Healing Word. Howling Word.
Hearling word.
Wailing
I just-
Word.
just
You
wanna-
get an additional 5 points back.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
What does
just
Mako
wanna-
look like? He
I'm
got
just saying, not so scary now, am I? Just smirk at him.
He glares at all of you.
how bad does he look at this particular moment after getting gnawed?
He moves further in and kind of leans against the wall and starts examining his wounds. He's actually going to use his second wind.
Okay.
I will use.
What am I doing?
Move the fuck in this room finally.
I will cast Healing Word again for Mako, and I will
Hold up
heal.
a hand. Don't. I'm fine. I appreciate the sentiment.
Can I make a perception check to see how bad he actually looks?
Sure, go for it.
No, he looks fine to me.
Fucking insight check.
Yeah, you can do an insight. Anybody who wants to, go for it.
Faraday is too hurt. She doesn't give a shit.
Cadriel doesn't care. I mean, she does, but she doesn't. She's
Aw,
like,
that's really
he's
sad.
saying he's fine. Don't like baby him. He's an ass.
18. I
18.
mean, some of us are asses too. So.
Arathea, you get the impression that he's telling the truth, like he really is fine. But then also you get an underlying, like, I don't want your fucking healing. Get away from me.
Mm.
Like, spiteful a little bit.
Okay.
He's
That tracks. That tracks.
While everyone else is catching their breath, then I
Look around.
would like to come over here and see what I see.
Gonna follow behind. I don't want him to be
Yeah.
by himself.
Would
Not
make
sure the
me
two of
a-
us is the best option, but
No, it's great.
I'll say, just for sake of time and everything, go everybody make me a perception check. And given that you guys are taking a second to rest, I'll say you guys are really focusing in on what you can hear. So go ahead and make it with advantage, just for fun.
Really glad for advantage.
22.
Okay.
17 for me.
14.
23.
That was a natural 20 for 23.
Okay. So taking a couple of seconds to sit and just listen to the ambiance, any sort of movement, anything like that, any breathing, gnawing, anything like that. You guys don't hear anything. And then also, for the sake of time, you do a little bit more investigating and find that the level you guys are on is safe from any additional monsters. And I will reveal the last little room here. Boom.
Oh.
From where I'm standing, would I see this person that's like laying here?
Yes, you would have seen the corpse that is laying there.
It's a corpse. Okay, so it's not like.
This is what they were gnawing on.
Can I go over to see if it can be identified? I'm guessing it's the person that Arhana said she lost because she sent somebody, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
I think she said she sent people, none of them came back.
Oh no, it's the person to Whitestone. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I still want to go investigate the corpse to see.
Go for it. Roll an
Maybe
investigation check.
I don't find shit. That's a 4 plus 4, 8.
8.
Yeah.
Moving, the body over, you can see that they are completely just their face is mostly gnawed off at this point. But I'll give this to you because I want you to have them. Searching through his belongings, you can find a small iron key. You can find a potion of greater healing. And the bracers that he is wearing look awfully nice.
How much you want to bet that key goes to the door in that office?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they leather bracers or?
That's a wonderful question.
I'm hearing tapping at this dark window next to me. Not creepy at all.
Oh.
No, actually, they look. Actually, I suppose it is metal.
Does it actually matter? I don't know if it matters in
It
D&D.
actually it looks like they almost look like brass or bronze and it's not like a full like bracer with a pad. They look like rings that are connected with ornate designs that sort of leave open spots on the arms themselves. They actually look really pretty.
I'll put
Fancy.
everything I'll put the bracers in the bag of holding and the potion, and then I'll hold the key in case we need it for something. But I'll put the key in my pocket.
Okay. At this point, Mako will speak up and just say, suppose if you all need a rest, you can take this opportunity.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I think we have some things that it'd be good for Dermot to identify as well before going on.
Are we taking a short rest?
I mean, I would advise a short rest.
I would wait to identify then, maybe.
No, it shouldn't take me too long.
It's up to you.
Recover? Can you recover?
Well, I can cast Identify as a ritual.
Oh, true. That's right, you have it. Okay.
So the first thing I spend 10 minutes casting Identify on the bag itself.
It is a bag of holding.
Hooray!
Mimic. Just kidding.
The next thing I
Naming him
do,
Fred.
I take the bag of holding and turn it inside out.
Well, things fall out. There
Um,
are 2 javelins, a silver dagger, and a small, almost like a glass box, maybe about this big, maybe an inch or 2 wide.
Okay.
That inside has a perfect red gem.
And this is in addition to the box with the ring
book.
with magical tattoos.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and what were those? There was the ring.
The Ring of Evasion. I can pull up the descriptions if you'd like.
And then a book of tattoos.
Yes, it is a book of magical tattoos, teaching you how to administer the correct runes, the arcane dust that is required,
it lists 3 tattoo designs, I should say. One is Barrier, one is Eldritch Claw, and one is Spell Rot. Barrier gives you, I believe it's an AC bonus. Hold on. So Spell Rot, depending on where you get it. So with any of these tattoos, kind of skimming through it real quick, the tattoo's effect actually changes depending on where you get it and how much you get. So for example, the Spell Rot tattoo, a common application would be for one hand or foot or a quarter of a limb, and you would get access to a spell of either cantrip or first level. You just have access to that spell. Single spell up to 5th level, wrought by your skins, McNeil. It requires no material components. Once the spell ends, the tattoo vanishes from your skin.
Chat.
So that's for Spell Rot. For Barrier, let's see. While you aren't wearing armor, the tattoo grants you an armor class depending on the tattoo's rarity. You can use a shield and still gain this benefit. So this one doesn't. Oh, wait. If you're attuned, so this one requires attunement. And if you de-attune, the tattoo vanishes. But the first level is uncommon, and that would be half a limb or the scalp. And that would make your AC 12 plus your dex without armor. The highest, which is very rare, which is 2 limbs or the chest or the upper back, that makes your AC an 18 without your dex. And then the last one, which is Eldritch Claw. The tattoo depicts claw-like forms and other jagged shapes. While the tattoo is on your skin, your unarmed strikes are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance to non-magical attacks. It also gives you a +1 to attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes. And then there is an empowerment. It looks like this is Unearthed Arcana. That's why it doesn't want to show up for me.
Oh, it's on D.
No,
Those
it's
are on
one of
D&D
the-
Beyond too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there-
I'm actually on D&D Beyond. For some reason, it doesn't want to.
That's weird.
It's one of Natasha's things, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be why. Hold on. I was looking at UA. If I go through the actual Tasha's, there we go.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, you can empower the tattoo for 1 minute. For the duration, each of your melee attacks with a weapon or an unarmed strike can reach a target up to 15 feet away from you as inky tendrils launch towards the target. In addition, your melee attacks deal an extra 1d6 force damage on a hit. Once this is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. And it's another attunement thing. So if you lose the attunement, then the tattoo disappears.
Okay. Do we also get the list of items that Robot suggested? A jar
No.
of fingernails, an expired ale coupon to the
No.
Flaming Skull,
No,
10
no.
gold coins, and 30
His
yellow
favorite thing
painted
about
copper.
this game are the trinkets. He only wants the trinkets.
What about the live moth? Do we at least
No.
have the live moth?
I'm
The
sure.
fire materia, maybe, but no.
I'm sure live moth is a spell component somehow.
Yeah.
To be fair, when I get the little feature that lets me collect soul tokens, you have to roll on a table that's in one of the books that dictates what the form of it is.
Ooh, I like that.
Like what the
Mostly
token
inaccurate map of your hometown.
I love that table so much.
is. The silver dagger an item, and then the bracers were the other thing that we would need Dermot to identify.
And that gem.
The silver dagger is just a +1 dagger.
Okay.
The bracers that you found were bracers of defense.
Mm.
And the red gem, Dermot, as you go to examine it, You pick up the small glass case and you can hear the faintest of whispers say, "Oh, hello there."
What language is it speaking?
It's directly in your mind, but you hear it as common.
And that's inside this glass box.
Yes. It's like a solid piece of glass, and inside this piece of glass is a perfect red gem.
Oh, so I'm not. So
You're
the
not
glass
touching the gem
box is
itself. You're touching the glass case around it.
okay, and there's no way to open the glass case.
No, it is a solid piece of glass.
Did anybody else hear that?
Hear what?
What?
Hear what?
Oh, that answers that question.
Are you, Dermot?
Interesting. I put the gem into the bag of holding and closed the bag.
You hear, wait, no! And then bag closes.
The gem spoke to me. Was it a voice that I recognized
No.
at all?
Nope.
Okay. I didn't recognize the voice, but it spoke common, and it just said, "Well, hello there." And apparently I was the only one to hear it,
I think that's a problem for another day.
which is why I put it back in the bag. A mystery for another time.
Things that pop directly into your head are.
But yeah, shall we continue on then?
Having
Yeah.
short rested?
Yeah, at the conclusion of our short rest.
Yeah.
You guys get your short rest in.
I will arcane recovery and pull back spell slot.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, I'm getting my magic slot back.
I used 2 hit dice to
Absolutely.
restore my 8 hit points.
Yeah, I used a single hit die to bring myself back up.
Well, I rolled like shit, so use 2.
No. I rolled a 1. I just only had like a little bit to top off.
Gotcha. We saw those shades of the ghasts disappear, right? Like down the hall.
Yes. They essentially disappeared in this direction. Wait. No. Hold on. Wait.
Excuse me.
Wait. This direction.
I don't see what direction you stated.
Towards the hole at the very bottom of the map.
Okay. I just look at Mako and I say, "It's a good thing that we burned those corpses, isn't it?"
Yes, it would almost seem as though the necromancer had some high-level version of necromancy in which it wasn't the undead themselves being brought back, it was something piloting them. But at the same time, if this necromancer had any intent on using the bodies that we discovered at the entrance of the mine, one would think she would have already moved them to her arcane circle or something similar.
It doesn't hurt to be cautious.
It doesn't hurt to not have things coming in after us either.
Very true.
With any luck, we don't have to deal with them either way.
Well, I guess we should not linger here too long.
Down the deep dark hole into the abyss, then?
Don't say that. I'll put it that way.
So
Sure.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, how deep does this hole go? Like, he has his goggles on, so he can see like 60 feet of dark vision. Does he see the bottom?
It goes past your goggles vision.
He's gonna pick up there's rocks around, I assume. And cast light on it and just kind of drop it down.
Nice. You watch and it falls
about 150 feet before finally landing on the ground. But once it does, you see the light sort of bounce off of the walls down there, and it creates this weird, almost kaleidoscope, like stained glass reflection on the ground.
Is it purple tinted?
It's a mixture of darker purple, a little bit of blue, but then there are some that are like a brilliant violet.
Looks like we found our crystals.
Now, if only we could find our way down.
And that's where I'm going to call tonight's session.
Yay!
Hooray!
Huzzah.
Dungeon curls. Dungeon curls are so fun. And just to give you guys a glimpse at what the full map was and why I was like, I don't want this level to be that in depth.
Holy
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
there's a lot. I was like, I like this worked for the entryway, but I did not want this to be the
Yeah, this-
majority of the stuff.
This would have taken
Yeah.
forever
Oh
to
yeah,
get
we would
through.
have like
Yeah.
wandered into so many things.
Right. Plus, I forget who posted it. There was somebody in one of the many D&D Facebook groups who said that they follow a 5-room dungeon method.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Typically, you'll have a combat followed by a puzzle or investigation or something, followed by another combat, followed by a choice. So a choice between 2 rooms, and then the finale. So that way it's not Dungeon of the Mad Mage where it's just a crazy fucking
Where the
maze.
entire 15-level campaign
Yeah.
is a mega dungeon.
That's no.
No,
See, but if that's the campaign that you're gonna play,
I mean,
and
if you're
you
going
lean
into
into
it,
it, and
yeah.
you go in knowing, I think I would have a ton of fun doing that.
Oh yeah.
But if that's not the game that you want to play, then yeah,
Very quickly not enjoy it.
right.
It's also
But-
just different, like a completely different approach if you're doing it for that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like I am not gonna play the same if we're doing a dungeon for 15 levels. It's gonna be very, very different in terms
Yeah.
of
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's just like, just at the base level, just looking at DM styles.
yeah.
Right.
Like, I think I would excel at running a mega dungeon like that for 15 levels. Court, on the other hand, is a very different DM than I am. Court, I honestly, based on what I know about you and your style, I don't think you would enjoy running something like that.
Nope.
Yeah. And that's fine. If we get to the point where we want to go through Mad Mage, I will DM it. Leave that to me.
I would have fun playing it. I wouldn't enjoy running it.
Mm-hmm.
Combat stresses me out as a DM.
It's all good.
Isn't it supposed to? Is that not normal?
Yeah, right.
Isn't it?
Combat,
Right.
weirdly, I'm okay
It should
with.
be a-
It's like
I like combat.
I never want to like cut somebody off if they want to have a moment with their character. That's my main worry. Where I'm like,
Mhm.
I want to make sure people are having fun, but I don't want people to be bored and blah blah blah. Like that's where my anxiety is. Combat's combat. Combat. It's like cool. Everybody's tuned in mostly, so we're good. But it's the extra stuff where I'm like, am I being engaging enough? Meh.
Yeah, I like the role play and the characters, and I sent my group on Sunday to Pan's Revelry and charmed them and made them drink. And
Nice.
Charmed some of them.
Only some.
All right, guys. Well, to everybody who tuned in, we love you. Thank you so much. Be nice to each other, and we will see you next week.
Next week.
Yes.
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 Bye, everybody.
Interwebs.
Okay, bye.